Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday night. A little nippy out there, but that's fine. It is. Last time I checked, winter, so it's supposed to be a little bit cold. So if you're one of those people who goes, it's too cold out, you're probably also one of the people that goes, it's too hot out, or it's too damp, or too something. Find your smile, man. It's out there somewhere.
I have very particular needs. Thank you very much.
Okay, well,
you are the just right kind of
player. I
really am.
I'm not going against your allergies. We all have them for something, and some people are allergic to everything. Though, not saying that Matthew.
Mine attempt to kill me on a regular daily basis. It's very fun.
Yeah, but they haven't won yet. Way to go, Matthew. All right, if this is your first time listening to the Upstate Pulse, I don't know where you've been because we've been here for 8 or 9 years, nearly a decade. We're just going to say that till we think it's a decade because it probably will be, and then we'll go with the decade. But we've been here for nearly a decade, having a blast on a Saturday night, just playing around and talking about pop culture stuff and weird things like Bigfoot, chupacabras, and anything that comes from Ireland. We just talk about all kinds of stuff. We do. And speaking of Ireland.
Would it not be Big Ofoot or Chuba O'Cabra?
I don't know. I mean, you tell me. You are the expert on all things Irish. Playing the part of the edge tonight, and if you get it, you get it. It is Odie, ladies and gentlemen.
They really have to look at the screen to see that.
They do.
So if they're listening on the FM, on the wireless, they're probably not going to get that reference.
What do they call it? I'll save that for later. All right. Also joining us, he wasn't here last week. Cameron back after a week off. Cameron is here. Say hello, Cameron.
Hi, it's good to be back.
And of course,
what? Oh yeah, sorry.
It's all right. Theater of the mind, yo. And then the lovely sultry voice of Matthew Kazi.
Hey, what's up, guys?
See, pregnant pause before he got into that. Because hey, all I can say is people.
We got to wrap off the year right.
Well, something a lot like Morty.
If you're gonna do it,
geez, Rick.
Come on back,
Matthew. We're going on adventures.
Come on back.
Matthew and Cameron, 100 years.
All right. So if you want to be a part of this show, we are live. First ones to do it in the building. Still the best ones to do it and do it right. We are live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on X. We are live on Twitch at either 989 WORD or the Upstate Pulse. You can also get me on my personal page and Odie's personal page. But the thing is, if you comment on either Alonzo on Word, which is mine, Odie, what is yours?
I don't know.
Your Facebook page.
Oh, Odie Fitzgerald.
Yeah, because it's on the thing.
It's on the thing.
Yeah. We can't see those comments till later. So if you want to comment on the show, or we can see, well, you can do that. That's just we already have so much to do, and this week should be a lighter day compared to last week for you. It should be. Oh, you're just getting ready. So you can leave. You can also text us at the Flaccid text line 71307.
Yep.
Already got a couple people on stream. Scott says, Lonzo, how did the Christmas lasagna turn out this year? I have no family, so I just spent it with my cat, watching YouTube and playing Minecraft while I waited for my Boston butt pork roast. You can't say Boston butt without saying butt.
You got to emphasize.
Yeah, he said it's a butt.
Boston. Oh, I'm doing it wrong.
Do they say Boston? Do they have Boston? But now I'll say that for later.
As someone who used to work at a barbecue restaurant when he was in high school, you can say "but" without emphasizing it.
Can you?
When you say it 100 times, yeah, you can.
I don't know. I'm 50.
What has lost meaning to you,
Matthew?
Matthew?
It loses the joke.
I am 55 years old. I still love saying "but."
Oh, that was so close. I'm just after seeing something.
Okay. Scott goes on and says, I had roast for the next 4 days and it was delicious. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Scott. Still eating on the lasagna and it was delicious and it always is. We pretty much don't eat lasagna any other time during the year because it's expensive to make.
I do have to say that my mom has a delicious lasagna recipe, so we might have to have a cook-off.
Ooh.
We might have
lasagna off?
A lasagna off.
This is what is known in the radio business as free food. That's how that works.
We don't care about winning.
A lasagna.
We're always winning. When there is lasagna involved, we're automatically winning.
Well, there you go. No, I agree.
Competing.
I agree. All right. Keith says last of the year and I got COVID. Yay. Sorry about that, Keith. Hope you feel better, dude. Mark says, hey guys, shout out to Kid Flass. It started Blue-Eyed Samurai on Netflix. So far, it's very good. Oh, okay. Might have to check that out. Chris says, what's happening, guys? What's up, Chris? And let me tell you what we got going on for this wonderful evening. We're going to be talking about some of the best and worst things that happened in the year 2023. personal wise, and I got some numbers for some things too. And we're also, Cameron and I went to see Aquaman 2. I'm guessing that Matthew did not.
I did not. I went to see The Boy and the Wren instead.
Oh, okay. Well, you can tell us about that. That's animated, right?
Yeah, it's the newest Ghibli movie.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that too. And I know Odie didn't go see a movie.
Nope.
So
No, didn't go.
Also,
anywhere.
watched the first couple episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho live action. I don't know if you've watched any of those yet, Matthew.
I haven't, but I've seen about it and stuff.
Okay,
so.
going to be talking about that. We also watched the first episode of Percy Jackson. We will review that.
Oh yeah.
We have an oops. We have something we haven't had in a while. Flaccid Stories. Patrick isn't here, but his smell still exists. So we're going to be talking about Flaccid Stories, just in case he's listening. I will get a text over that.
That's what I said. That's
Yeah,
awfully mean.
yeah, come on.
That's
Hey,
what that
hey,
is.
when
some
you
terminology.
when
used
you
there,
are when you
geez.
are potent, and you should be proud.
Yeah, but what is a flaccid smell? I'm just
Would you
worried.
like me? Would you like me to demonstrate?
Nah.
Okay, all right. Because I mean, I can work something up for you.
I
I could do. I could do.
I mean, we did go for a nice dinner.
Yeah, and I had a lot of meat on my pizza, which some of it was sausage.
Oh,
you,
that
had some,
sausage.
you had some sausage
I
on
love
your
sausage.
pizza.
If I get sausage on my
I made a
pizza,
sausage
it
stir
makes
fry for
my
lunch.
booty talk. Anyway,
You see, my producer senses are just tingling,
all right.
talking about
You don't have to worry
Boston
about that.
butts,
Yeah,
and talking about booty, whatever,
you
tingles.
said a boat. Are you from Canada?
What are you talking about?
Yes. So we got a lot of stuff to do, including, like I said, your text and your streaming messages on whatever streaming choice. Speaking of streaming, last week, we got all combined about 600 views on the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched and enjoyed the greatness, the wrecking of trains, all the things that we did last week, which ended up being pretty good. And I am curious, for any of you listening, text line 71307 or hit us up on stream. What was your favorite part of the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special? I'm also going to ask everybody in the room what their favorite part is, and I'm going to go first because I want to.
I wouldn't
So-
say it was a train wreck. Either.
No.
It was a kind of
No, it was fun. It was
a deliberate derailment.
It was, which happens. All right, so I'm gonna put Charlie and Bill aside because their stuff was excellent. It can be your favorites. What I'm saying is I'm not saying anything was lesser, and definitely not those two guys, because they did a great job, and I really appreciate it. But my favorite
You're just
part,
saying that they were
the
given.
whole thing was good. The whole thing was good. I fret and yes, I'm fretting, not fret like a guitar, but I fret as in I don't want to go. I say that to my wife every
Yeah.
Saturday before early. I get nervous. That is the show that scares me the most that we do out of any show the entire year, because it has the potential to be really good or really, really bad.
Mhm.
And I don't have nearly as much control. And let's face it, 7 voices, 8 if you count Charlie when he came in, and you should.
Mhm.
I guess 9 if you count Bill, even
Mhm.
though that was in the can, we already knew. So all those coming
He's
in.
still upset about losing his chance.
Yes. Also, yeah. There's a grudge that started right there
Between
Yeah,
to
was-
Charlie and Pappy Claus.
I saw
yeah,
the
yeah,
stream
yeah,
and
yeah.
he was leering at him through that
Yes,
window.
Yes, he was really angry. Go back and watch. He's giving.
Pappy Claus, I'm a little bit scared around him.
He's a little grumpy.
He's
So,
grumpy. He's aggressive.
He is,
And, he's a bit of a
mortal.
diva.
Yeah. So my favorite.
He's a bit of a dead weight, if you ask me.
There we go.
There was a smell of peppermint off him.
Yes, my favorite. I'm going to get to my favorite eventually. My favorite never got completed entirely. And it was Tiny Tim and Pappy doing Jingle Bells. That was my favorite because I loved that Tim couldn't get through it. He was just laughing so hard he had to
It
keep
was
putting
It
his
was
head.
very funny.
I know Chris was criticizing him, which that's just he shouldn't have, because it wasn't that he didn't remember the words. That happened later. But as far as Jingle Bells goes, he cracked himself up so much he had to put his head down, and that was good. I loved watching that, because you see him and you don't picture him doing that voice. That's what made it. That's what made it good.
And the fact he did it so smoothly too.
When
It
he,
was so,
he's like, he told me he looked up videos and stuff, and he already knew it, but he looked up videos and things. He's like, I'm ready for this. And he came in. Tim usually is, when he comes in, he barely gets here. it takes him a while to realize where we are just because he's got so much going on. He was here, and like me, he was ready to go. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking
He had
about.
that shaggy 100% energy going.
Yes, he did.
He
So that was I loved everything, by the way. Even though we were kind of critical about it later on and think, going back on it, 12 days, as bad as it was, and yeah, okay, it was my fault. Fine. It's still
no. You do not take credit for messing that one up.
I could have been a little more specific, and I was not. So, but that's fine.
You were slightly Atlantic.
Yeah,
I will say.
Well, I was thinking Indian Ocean, but anyway. So that was my favorite. Odie, what was your favorite?
Bill was my favorite, and my nervousness didn't kick in until I saw all of the people coming into the room, and I was like, oh, expletive. I was like, I have never produced so many people, and I was listening for absolutely everything, and I was like, something is going to happen. This is just going. All the bad words are going to be said. And no, everybody was pretty good. Everybody was good.
Well, I mean, as good as our limited talent will allow. I just want to say really quick, hello, Silver. Hello. Say hi to Silver, Cameron.
Hi, Silver.
There we go. Apparently she's going nuts wanting us to say hi as she watches. And you know what? You can watch too on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or the X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. Yeah, I love the Bill thing. It really was. And I want to thank the listeners for that, because it was your guys' idea to have Bill on the show. Bill said he didn't sing. We were trying to come out, and it's like, I got an idea. Let's see if this will work. He did the table read, if you will, after I wrote it. And he's like, yeah, I can do this. And I listened to it. I was like, yeah, you can do this. And then I added stuff later. And it was a lot of fun. And it will more than likely going forward be a good part of the show and lead off the show for years to come. Also, I wanted to make sure, this is a little insight. I wanted to make sure, because I know Odie had never experienced what it was that Goofy and Cartman started off the show with the live songs.
Oh,
so you could get an idea of what it is and how badly it can go after it start, because it started so smooth.
Oh, it did. It was lovely. It was so, it had everything going for it. It was almost picturesque. And then all of a sudden it just hit a wall so hard, and there was dead bodies everywhere.
If you do think about it, though,
usually how that goes,
they are the exact opposite of each other, and that's how it would probably go. Mm-hmm. All right, Matthew, what was your favorite part?
I'm definitely not biased whatsoever when I say that the Night Before Christmas Snake and Pappy special was definitely my favorite. I'm very happy with how it turned out.
Did you meet Snake when you were walking back into the studio? Did he cross paths? He's a nice guy.
No, he's not.
No, I know.
No,
well, I mean,
he's not.
We shared some recipes.
I don't think he saw him. I saw a cardboard box in the hallway, and he probably missed them.
Did you go cling?
No.
No, I did. No, nice guy.
Good for you.
Yeah, nice guy.
Was it awkward eye contact? Or?
No, it was always, we looked at each other.
There can only be eye contact. It can't be eyes contact. Yeah. I mean, because, it's just.
I've said it to you before, and I'll say it again. Always make eye contact.
Yes. So and I'm not being mean when I say this, if someone has an eye patch, should you wink when you go eye to eye so you can be eye to eye? It's just really? So that's bad form? So I shouldn't do that?
Make regular eye contact.
Okay, but it's unfair.
What I kept doing was I kept rubbing each eye. I was like, oh, this eye is so itchy. Oh no, this one is even more itchy. Oh, look how I can rub my eye and I can dilate both pupils.
Oh, wow. That's just messed up. All right, Cameron, what was your favorite?
Yeah, I am leaning a little bit heavy on the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas with Snake and Pappy.
Wow. Look at these guys picking the segment they were on.
I will say.
I mean,
well, in that case.
Look. Like you've said before, no one gets on this mic without having a little bit of an ego.
I also want to point out, rhyming ain't easy. Not everyone has flow like Matthew.
No,
thank you.
It was incredibly well written.
I put a lot into writing that and putting it together, and I'm really happy that I was able to execute it without too much of a hitch there. I think it came out really good. So there was a lot of catharsis in that.
Also, Chris came in and played an excellent Santa.
He really did.
He had the vitriol for Pappy, which I enjoyed.
Yes, absolutely. The eyeballing. He is a thespian after all, and there's another one in the room too. The thespians, the actors. actors.
It's also
That's what
such
they do.
a fun.
The actors.
It's also such a fun callback to like old school radio with
It
the
was.
radio plays
Yeah.
and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. The other thing I was going to say as a close second was I did enjoy the final song with as much of
They don't even. He doesn't even know our names. He's just pointing at that guy, and this guy over here. You know,
Well,
that guy over here. He gave me a ride today. I mean, it's just that guy.
I don't know the names of the drivers.
Yeah,
You
well,
expect me to do?
yeah. As Klaus
so many.
or Sven.
There's Hans and Dieter.
Fired.
Yes. One of those German drivers. Yes.
I was going to say that
Speaking
you
of the
guys,
Germans,
you guys did an excellent job of like having some sort of nerdy Irish pub song.
It was a lot.
I enjoyed it.
some
was a lot of fun.
sort of nerdy Irish.
Yeah, it was a killer. It was a killer song.
You're dead to me now.
I will. We're going to take your comments and talk a little more about this when we come back. And during the break, you're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Also, the Frady and Charlie James were awesome.
Yeah, I've been told that Frady replayed it Monday
The voice.
or Tuesday.
He should've.
Tuesday. He wouldn't have been on Monday, so he replayed it
that was
Tuesday.
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Some of you said that Frady replayed the
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah, the day after or Tuesday.
I will say if the SEBA had weekend show awards, I would probably put part of Frady's on there maybe.
Skibba.
Mine is beige. That's still my favorite part.
Oh, yeah.
It's someone I'm not gonna say who said I should take that part out because he stuttered. I'm like, that's what makes it funny.
That's what makes it funny.
Yeah. That's the most psycho sounding in the entire thing was when he
Mine is
did that.
beige.
That's why I dropped everything out and just left his voice there by itself. And that was an ad lib on his part, and I love it. Same thing with the Charlize Theron with her shirt off. That was an ad lib by him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not your writing.
I gotta say, I heard of reindeer games. I'd never seen it before, so I just put it in there because I thought it worked, and he made it work. So,
Yep. Two things really struck me about that film.
are you just commenting about what he said?
Yeah.
Or- okay. Yeah. He did that when he did the. I'm just gonna call it a table read. When he did a table, it was just me and Tim in here. He kept asking, "When's it done? When's it done? When's it done?" And he was having Comrex problems. He was actually in the building. It's like, okay, he's here. I gotta get this done. So I went in and finished it and brought it into him. And he said that line in there. I was like, works for me.
Yeah.
Want you to know that hurt what I just did.
Well, don't do it again.
Yeah, I want to fix my camera because my camera's off and it's just a head, a rather large head, I might say. But if I touch my camera, it will probably stop working. So I'm not going to do that.
Do you want to touch your camera?
Stop it.
I said camera.
Yeah, I know, but it's not about that. It's about the tune that you're singing it to.
You might get flagged.
Do you want to touch your camera?
Why do I feel like we're getting whammy Odie?
I thought it was Don
Like he's getting
Knotts.
whammy bar.
I'm going with Don Knotts.
Oh no! I
Who's
mean,
Don-
Andy, I want to get a
Yeah,
bullet
no,
for my gun.
No, not really. I don't know.
I don't like
know.
this.
That was like Christopher Walken trying to do Don Knotts. That's what that
Maybe
was.
it was.
Yeah, it could've
Maybe
been.
my Don Knotts
could've
impression
been.
is Christopher Walken. You know, until I moved over here to Merca, I hadn't a clue who Andy Griffin or Don Knotts were.
Well, they're from up there. I think I'm pointing north. I don't know. Which way is north? Actually, north is that way. Yeah,
Which
yeah.
way is north? From
Yeah,
here?
that
Yeah,
way's
north
north.
is that
yeah,
way.
yeah. So
Which way do you go to Greenville?
no, I remembered that. That's why I
Do you
pointed
want
that
to
way.
Go to Greenville?
I was pointing
Do you?
west. Is that west? I get north and south, but then is north, south, east, west? Is
North
west?
is this way.
No. Is west left or right?
Left.
Okay, so I was right.
What?
All right, I'm Zorro. I'm not going to act like
He
I'm
is
not Zorro.
Zorro.
And if you get the reference, not that Zorro, not that Zorro. No,
Not the swashbuckler.
no.
The swordsman who
This
gets
Zorro
lost.
would kill that Zorro in less than a second.
Yes.
That Zorro would be dead lying in a pool.
Or in pieces.
Huh.
What One Piece character would you be?
Fat Sanji. If I'm being honest.
I thought we were going to go Fat Usopp because he was stranded.
Excuse you?
No, he was stranded on an island where all he could do was eat. And
The Sanji goes deeper.
okay. Yeah, I was trying to get away from that because I didn't want you to sound because Sanji's kind of creepy.
Okay,
I mean, he
more
is.
like Netflix Sanji. Like tries his
No,
best.
he's creepy on that too. They just haven't. Yeah, it's just. Wow. Okay. All right. It's
I got my glow sticks.
yeah. I just speaking of creepy, it's like all the stuff that we were watching before we went on the air, which we'll get to now. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here along with Odie and Matthew and Cameron. We're talking about the Christmas special. We're going to move on from that and get to some other stuff, including things that went on during the year. But I ask for texts and streaming messages about what your favorite was. And Dave says, Viber Dave says, my favorite was the absolute cluster of the 12 Days of Christmas and the fact that apparently nobody knows how to sing it. Oh, no. Don't say nobody.
Oh, we know.
No, some of us know how to sing it. It's just others do not.
And some of us don't know how to communicate
Yeah,
how
whatever.
we're going to sing it.
Yeah, I'll take the blame. That's fine.
Mhm.
You were
That's
here
fine.
last year.
Yeah, and you did it fine last year.
Yeah.
So maybe you thought I changed how
I
it was
thought
done.
you changed it.
Okay, all right.
He's
That's,
not that chaotic.
Let's see.
It's only slightly.
A couple people really liked Bill Frady's thing, including Mark. Text line 713 7. I just caught myself That's I've only been on the air. Last time I was on the air was last Saturday.
Well, you left out the 0, so you 71307.
It's a 0. It's a 0. All right.
Lonzo, who is the voice of Cartman? Because he's great and really funny and really.
All right, that probably is coming from
Trey Parker.
It's no. He's talking about from last week.
I know. I was just being.
Yeah, I know, but
He's
I
being
want
one of those.
I want to give my friend who it probably is
That's a big
asking
word.
that Chris Evans. I'm not going to cross reference and look at numbers to see if Chris is actually texting in about Chris because that would be funny. But
It's
yes,
not a really Chris move though.
Is that talking about yourself in the fourth person? Then?
maybe.
I think it is.
I will say Chris is very talented. I was sorry when we lost him as a member of the show because he got promoted to engineering. And because of that, because of hours and things, he was no longer able to be on the show. And there was COVID concern. There was so many things happening all at once. And when I lost everyone, and then Cameron came in and helped me save it.
I was Rudolph.
Yes. And then, Matthew came along and Tim came along and Odie came along and now it's back to full speed ahead.
And we got sponsored.
And we got sponsored at a time when I thought maybe it was going to be done.
We
And
got spammed.
yes,
I almost said I
we got
thought
sponsored.
someone almost said we got Spanish. I
Yeah,
don't know what that would mean.
yeah,
Hola.
I don't know. Do we have any more texts?
Nothing I can read out.
Okay, that's what the text line's for. So if you want to send us some text that Odie cannot read on the air, 71307.
Send me something really, really. I mean, I told a joke in the car earlier on, and the two guys.
Why would you
Yeah,
bring
that's
that up again?
no. Come on.
I'm not going to say
that's
it.
just-
No.
yeah. Oh no, you're not going to say that.
No.
I will dive across the board to push that button.
We will
So
Clockwork Orange you, like strap you to a
So
chair and make
you
you
know-
watch the create.
Not only do I enjoy my job, but I enjoy
Yeah.
our sponsor
100%.
and a lot of things.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that sometimes I like to stand on stage in front of a crowd and just let my inner crazy just completely fly. Some people call it stand-up comedy. I call it therapy. So a lot of the crazy stuff, and I think he got a little taste, being the punchline on that one.
Yeah, well,
of-
yeah. All right. On the stream, Trey says 12 days was a little more discombobulated from last year. Next year's will be epic. Don't count on that because I'm not sure it makes it on the show again.
It
Let's
has
see.
to. I think it has. I think it's
I
turned
don't
into
know.
a tradition.
I don't know. It don't have to. Dave says, wait, in what multiverse is being an engineer a promotion? Radio.
Whoa.
Radio. Yeah. Odie's real job is an engineer. So, No, what he means is,
Oh, yeah. I know.
mean,
I know.
yeah,
I know.
you know,
I'm just
yeah,
being,
you
what's that
lose-
big word again?
discombobulated.
No.
Facetious.
There you go. That's the big
Okay,
word.
so
I like
so
big
you lose some
words.
airtime as far as Chris goes, but he got freedom. Engineering and radio is freedom to roam about. You don't have that as a radio
He's
engineer.
a free range Chris now.
Yes, he is, and so
Can you buy him in all the good stores?
he's
I'm just imagining him as like a giant chicken. And
what's
for
that
some
word? It's
reason
not
he-
natural. It's what's that word?
Free range. Oh, organic.
Organic. Yes,
He's an organic
he's,
Chris.
He's an organic,
organic
Chris. Thank
Chris.
you. Yes, that's what he is. He's organic.
If you walk the halls of Odyssey here in Greenville, South Carolina, you will see an organic Chris roaming from room to room with his toolbox in his hand and looking for wires.
Do not approach. Do not approach unless you're
Well, you shall be pecked.
unless
and
you're
told that you are doing
unless your
the
name
wrong
is
thing.
Jim. And some of you will get that reference. If your name is Jim, go ahead. And Marlon will sit back and watch you get mauled.
Ooh.
Yes. The Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Did you ever watch that?
I smell what you're stepping in.
Marlon Perkins
Oh,
was the narrator, and Jim was the in the field guy who always got hacked up.
He got hacked up.
Yeah, that's one way. All right, Christmas was last week. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, which is why we did the Christmas special. It was, it happens around
It
Christmas.
was just kind of a coincidence
Yeah,
that
I
it turned
just-
out that way.
You know, the days fell in line for that, and it's amazing how that works. What's up, Donna? Donna says hi.
Hi, Donna.
Say hi, Donna.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Donna.
So for Christmas, what did you get? I mean, what's the nerdiest thing you got? Oh, did you actually get something nerdy?
I actually did.
Oh, wow. Wow. Cool. So
Well, no.
text line 71307. Hey, listen, there are different kinds of nerd. You could be a music nerd and you got like a set of 10s for your Jeep. I don't know. Or you could be into guns and you're a gun nerd and you got a brand new shiny shotgun that's beige.
Beige.
Yes, that's beige.
Shiny shotgun.
Yes, or maybe you're into the stuff that we're in, and that's why you're listening to this show, and you got some nerdy stuff like that, or pop culture or whatever, just something cool, something that is not underwear and socks. By the way,
Do not diss
there's
the
no,
underwear and
I'm not, because I got underwear, so I'm not.
Mm.
I mean, because I think I'll go buy underwear. That's what Christmas is for.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm
No.
actually wearing my Christmas
yeah,
socks.
that's so am I.
Socks. There you
So am
go.
I.
I'm not.
My
Should
Christmas.
we show them?
Yeah, well.
No.
No, Rob might be watching and he'll just pass out. Talking about
That's-
Rob
Oh, that's all the
Brown.
better.
Yeah.
I am
That's
actually.
the paid channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's
Ooh.
it.
What was that one thing like feet match or something? There's like an actual.
No, I
thing
didn't know
for
there
that.
was.
WikiFeet? You're talking about WikiFeet.
What?
Yeah, Wiki
What the
feet.
heck is?
It's like
Dude,
only
It's
where are you?
exactly what you think.
It's
it
like
is.
OnlyFans, but for feet pics.
Oh, or are you looking that way because you're guilty? I don't know. Participant or viewer?
By the way, I've had the joy.
The
of
internet is weird.
It
I've
is.
had the joy of explaining this to my boss with a buddy of mine.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that. So anyway, what is all my gifts were nerdy. I will tell you, the thing I got that I wasn't expecting was someone told me that I got a puzzle, but it was not a one-piece puzzle of the Thousand Sunny. It was actually a model.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but the decals are like centimeters, and I haven't had to put decals on things since my children were little. And it's
So this is one of those like Gundam type models.
yes,
sort of
which
deal.
I used to put Gundams together when they were little.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm putting this Thousand Sunny together. I'm not done yet though, but I worked on it for a while.
Spell it. Gundam. G-U-N.
It's
DAM.
not a style. It's a mech.
Yes.
Gundam is a massive
It's
mech
like-
series.
They look
Yeah.
like Transformers, robots in disguise.
Well, they're not though. They don't.
They don't go
transform.
into disguise.
No, they're actual.
They're mobile suits.
They're mech suits,
Yeah.
but they're
Yeah.
really big. They're like kaiju size. Are they kaiju size or are they
It
small?
depends. It
Yeah.
varies.
They're big, though.
iteration to iteration.
Okay. All right. So, man, that was so one of the nerdiest conversations we ever had. I really enjoyed that.
No,
so,
I don't think so.
so anyway, I said one of them. One could say almost every conversation is that way. But so I got that. I got a big mom pop
That's a sentence.
with the cloud on her head, and she's ready to go.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's. I also got a Master Roshi, and here's the problem. So the Master Roshi he's doing that, and
Kamehameha.
yeah, it's supposed to have the rays coming out, but I can't get them to stick inside the energy ball. Anyway, we're gonna get to what everybody else got in a second because we're running late because we just do that and we needed to take a break. When we come back, we'll find out what these guys got nerdy, including Odie, because he got really excited about that. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
I didn't know you could see it.
See what?
His soul jumped out of his body. That's what he meant.
Your excitement or the fact that you called for break?
No.
Yeah, well, I got peripheral vision.
I went somewhere else with that.
No, not you.
Time for another rather large P word. Pedantic.
Don't be pedantic.
This word annoys me. This pedantic word. It annoys me.
Or you're being coy.
Who?
Oh, fishy.
Yeah, no. Koi fish? Is that like a crappie?
Yeah, like a crappie, but it's colorful.
You know, until I moved to South Carolina, I thought crappies were crappies, but apparently here they're crappie.
Depends on where you do them.
They're crappie in Ohio, but they're crappie here. Do you eat
Wow.
crappie?
In the woods, yeah.
Do you eat it though?
Oh no.
Whether you're in the woods or not, I mean, you know.
Does it make a sound?
Only if it falls.
I've never understood that question because yes, it always makes a sound when it's even if you're
Yeah, but how do you know?
How do I know?
Yeah.
Sound waves.
We could also be religious here, but we won't. So anyway, I wrote a song about it.
No, if a tree falls in the woods and there's nobody
Yes.
around to hear it, then it doesn't actually make a sound.
It does make a sound.
It does actually make a sound.
Something hears it.
No.
The birds.
It doesn't matter
the
whether
squirrels.
something is
Do
heard.
birds have ears?
No.
Oh, well, birds aren't real.
Birds
All
aren't
right.
real.
All right, but squirrels have ears.
Squirrels aren't real. Squirrels are
No,
Squirrels are just designed to with me when I'm
Oh,
hunting deer because they're there and I'll be there and I'll be sitting in the tree stand and it's lovely and quiet and then all of a sudden 2 squirrels start reproducing in behind me and they go on like hell for leather.
No, is there
Why do you
actual
know
childbirth
specifics as far
or it
as
was fornication? What was it?
Making baby squirrels.
Okay, because you made it sound like that it was delivering a baby.
the fun part of it.
Okay, all right.
Behind me and they're loud and I just want to turn around and turn one of them inside out. Red mist everywhere, 30-06.
You're just hearing in squirrels like,
What
now push,
did you-
darling, push.
Yeah. Squirrel saying push. Push. Push.
I won't get that out of my head for probably months. Maybe in the darkest
Yep.
recesses of the night when I cannot sleep and I'm laying there staring at the ceiling. I'll hear squiz, squiz. I can't even recreate it, but
Hey,
I'll
do you
hear it in my
remember the
head.
squirrel thing?
Can you take over? It's on to ready to go.
Well, I hope that's not a problem later.
Oh, it's not a problem, period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on being upgraded to OD.
Or you know, if we're going by height, going down. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to use his headphones.
Welcome to
Oh,
the
he's back now. So,
Right.
are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife just has a crazy way of wording stuff. Oh no! It's everything's good. Everything's
Okay.
hunky donkey.
No, Odie had to leave the room for a moment because of his
Wife scared
crappy
living dead,
talk.
telling me.
His crappy talk. It was like you know, going into the cone of silence for a moment. As long as he was back. Hey Kevin. Hey Keegan. Yeah, you know. Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, Lonzo and Odie and Cameron and Matthew.
So does
And of course, all of you, go ahead and cue it.
there's rock music in this. So does that mean that this is a
No,
rock
we're
song?
going to get to that, but
Okay.
you know, you need to go ahead and cue yourself up. Yeah, well, that's your own fault, dude. It's your own fault. We're still stuck on segment 1. There we go. Way to cut the music out when you did that too. That's
You like that?
very, yeah.
That's professional.
I enjoyed that. That put emphasis on the thing.
You know, it doesn't feel the same without the Christmas noobs. They really kicked it up.
Yeah, I did.
We got to get some cycling normal ones.
I might have. I'm seriously considering cycling it all in there.
You should.
I really am, especially with the amount of noobs we've had lately.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, there's usually rarely just one. So
You can't just have one flavor of noob.
all right, we're going to get to our conversation that we were talking about before we started the show, but we need to finish what we're doing now. Odie, what's the nerdiest thing you got for Christmas?
So it wasn't what I got. It was what Santa Claus brought my son.
There you go.
But it was so amazing. It's the Leapfrog, the books,
Yeah, no, I
Right?
know what you're talking about.
and you've got the pen,
Mhm.
and the pen reads the story.
Yeah.
I was a little bit under the weather. I wasn't feeling fantastic, so my engineering brain wasn't turned on. I spent about an hour just kind of going, A, W, the F. John has a blue bucket. And I was just like, how does it know? Seriously, how does it know? And then I
It's
got
black magic.
it is.
Yeah.
There's
And
a
then
pixie inside of there.
there's-
Humanity conquered black
No,
magic
no,
years
'cause if
ago.
it-
That's what we use it for now.
100%. But if there was a pixie in it, I'd know because I can talk to leprechauns. And leprechauns, as we all know, are first cousins of pixies. So I spent hours looking there. My wife came over to me and she said, there's a laser inside and it's a little camera. It's reading it. I was like, oh.
That's just
she's
the
gonna
cover
let you
story
have
that the
it.
government wants you
Of
to know.
course.
I
yeah.
just
And you
felt,
fell for the government.
I
man.
did,
What are you
I did.
doing?
and then the bird flew in and then told me secrets and then went away.
Yeah, but you
So,
weren't
yeah, that
supposed to
was-
remember that. They're going to have to fix that.
Remember what?
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Matthew, what's the nerdiest thing you got for Christmas?
I didn't really get anything like nerdy. I just kind of got some standard stuff that I wanted, and I was very happy to get. Some money, some gift cards. I got this sweatshirt that I'm wearing right now, these pants that I'm wearing right now, some pajama pants that I was wearing earlier today, and I got a crock pot.
Ooh.
So
See,
I'm going to have a lot of fun with that.
all right. So
I'm making some cream of mushroom tomorrow.
I will
chicken.
tell you that foodies might consider a crock pot a nerdy. And
I've been wanting to get a crock pot since I moved into my house.
I hate crock
back in
pots.
no,
No, let me tell you why. Because your house, apartment, wherever you're living smells like food all day.
Yes, it
That-
does.
That's a good thing.
What-
No,
why
it's
would
not.
you not like that?
No, because then you're always hungry and you constantly smelling food. So you want to eat and eat and eat and eat.
No, that just means that you're in anticipation, waiting to enjoy that delicious meal after you've cooked it for 4 or 5 hours.
Well, you can look at you and look at me, and apparently you're more patient than me. So
Well,
anyway,
I also have snacks that I'll nibble on occasionally when I'm hungry. So
all right, Cameron, what's the nerdiest thing that you got?
I'm just
Nibbles.
imagining him nibbling on things like a hamster.
Anyway,
But the
hey,
All right.
don't you dare diss.
I'm not dissing you.
Yeah.
I'm just,
I'm just reading the stream here for a second.
Just
And
trying-
Keegan's there. And he went straight to, did you all fire Odie? It's not
Yeah,
even
we
like,
No.
is Odie here?
All right, Rob Brown. We just commented on that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the part of Rob Brown will be played by Odie today, not paying attention to anything, and then finally seeing
Coming up
something.
on the sports show today, we're going to be talking sports.
Yes, which we will again Tuesday. We
Okay.
will be back, by the way. All right,
You
Cameron, what
might
is
have,
the nerdiest
you might have
thing?
convinced us if you turned it up about 12 to 1300 decibels.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
if
Rob
he just
is-
blew out the microphone.
He is an engineering dream.
He is the only man that can yell over an entire stadium without a mic.
Even
And-
his whisper is loud.
Yeah,
Well,
he has a power.
My
He has
voice
power.
carries in rooms, but I am still not as loud
No.
as
Yes.
Rob. It's crazy.
By the way, it's not a crack on Rob. It's
oh
no,
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 that's a
yeah.
great thing.
He's
to
got the
have.
most powerful. That's what all radio
Yes,
people
Chris.
powerful
Rob
power
Brown
voice.
does fear the wall, but he never has to face it. He was close last time.
Does he fear the Reaper?
Oh, was he really?
He was close. Yes, he was. He was.
Oh.
He
Would've been a
was.
Christmas
He
miracle.
was one away. Yes, he was that close.
Oh!
Is that the closest he's ever been?
Yes. In recent memory, but
Okay.
Oh, did
my
I win?
recent memory is all the memory that I have. Yes, Cameron, you were the best out of them all, the best of the best. All
It
right,
didn't
what?
matter.
I got to take another break. You need to tell me what your nerdiest gift was.
I got a Doom lithogram with like the Doom guy and the bunny and like some sort of medieval tapestry kind of thing. Looks awesome. I got Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon.
Which
It's
you
a
Oh, I
can
game.
didn't want to play that.
wait for that. We're going to talk about
Oh,
that.
we are?
Yes, we are. Look at your syllabus, your show outline.
When do we ever follow this?
We actually followed it today. We just haven't got out of what is it, number 2? That's all.
No, we're on. Oh, yeah, never mind. You're right. But yeah,
By the way, I also got Baldur's Gate 3 for Xbox, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later too. But when we come back, we're going to talk rock and roll a little bit. Listen to the Upstate Pulse right on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
why'd you have to be all creepy, yo?
I was getting intimate with my.
No, there's no intimacy on this show.
Yeah, well, come on. We all hug all the time. That's what we do.
Yeah, sure we do.
I'm sorry. I know I wasn't supposed to tell. I'm sorry.
I don't know who you to be hugging, but it's not me. No.
Even the two people most likely to hug very rarely hug, not out of a lack of anything. It's just
What's this song?
What's this song?
it's a room full of non-huggers.
Matthew may hug all the time. We don't know. Just not with us.
Do you hug, Matthew?
Sure.
See, my thing is,
If people want a hug and go for a hug, I'll reciprocate a hug.
Oh no! I'll punch them right in the
You're
face.
just not.
How dare you attempt to touch me?
everyone,
my bubble.
everyone thinks I fear hugs. I don't fear hugs, but I do not hug lightly. So I'm gonna get in there, and that may make you not comfortable. So you don't want to hug me.
You just go,
Ah,
Dad. You just go. My love is fierce.
Yes.
I've got
I
a
give
paradox.
out deacon hugs. Yeah. What's your paradox?
What's a
I'll
deacon
do it
hug?
on air.
Wow. He did the magic thing. Was that what it was? That?
Oh, you didn't see that?
Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't. I felt something.
Did he
tingly.
just use fairy magic again?
I'd say it might have been.
We told you, man. You can't be doing that here in the studio.
I didn't.
Oh, that makes me
As far as you know.
really want to get to my oops.
Oops.
Dadgum
Oh,
fey
Well, we're gonna
magic.
wait. We'll get to oops the
Magic.
first segment and second hour.
Oops. Oh, sad.
I prefer my Eldritch.
Are you
Black
doing
better.
Ask the Leprechaun?
Yeah,
We're gonna get to our oops. If you wanna, the Ask Odie segment will happen. Yes.
Oh no, I'm just asking.
Yes, it will happen.
Odie's asking about asking Odie.
Yeah, well, it will happen. Just
I'm just asking, man. Okay.
not yet. Yeah, Squatches do love to hug, from my
One
understanding.
criticism that I wish Baldur's Gate did. It was actually like making.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Donna has a question for you, Matthew.
Interactions or things with your patron if you pick a warlock.
Yeah, they didn't do a lot with that.
Donna,
Oh.
Donna has a question for you, Matthew.
It might be. I don't know.
Do you get the reference?
I do get the reference.
Okay, all right. Just make sure.
It is eternally, but I don't know at this exact moment. I would have to.
We should just have you
check.
break into the show every once in a while just to say something. I don't know. We need some
Woodruff Road is
Upstate
a
Pulse
parking lot.
breaking news music.
Yeah.
And we're brainstorming here, or I am. I just have an idea. So we'll get some, not this week,
Some
by the
breaking
way.
news.
Not this
segments.
week, but so going forward.
I can get it now.
No, I don't want to do
I'm
it this
just
week.
saying.
I want him to have a little bit of.
Okay.
Let me
I
finish saying what I'm going to say. So,
Say what
I
you
think
need
going
to
forward
say.
on the show, whenever breaking news music is played, Matthew just has to make something up.
Oh, there and
Oh
then.
gosh.
Whatever it is, doesn't matter. He's got to make
Yeah.
it sound newsy.
I think so.
But
News.
it does. You don't want it to sound like it's taken
Disco.
away from your actual news. Maybe it's a bad idea. That might be frowned upon, which is why we'll do it. Because
Yeah.
I
It's fitting.
tough love is love. I know they say it's not, but sitting in that office in the silence that seems to go on for eternity,
Sound of breaking news.
and then the look like you know what you did wrong. when you've done a ton of things wrong, but you don't want to admit to all the things that you've done wrong. And
Also,
then
you're trying to figure out which one.
before you leave the office, you do admit to all the things you've done wrong and then make some things up that you were planning on doing as if you'd already done them.
Breaking news, an update to Earth.exe has left all of humanity 2% more likely to estimate, believe that someone with an Irish accent is actually Scottish.
Get out.
Well, they do hit harder.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, final segment of the first hour. This thing goes by so fast. It really does. Although last week, it seemed it took a while to get there. It did. This week, it's already, first hour's almost over.
You see, y'all were sitting over there last week and you were all just having fun. And I was here pressing every button that was in front of me. I was just kind of going, okay, it's nearly over.
Let me tell you the conversation that I had with T2. T2 was like, I'm running it, right? Like, no, Odie's doing it. I don't have to run it? No. He's like, cool.
Wait, is Tim still T2 even though
Yeah.
Holcomb isn't here now?
Yeah, because I'm not taking the nickname away. Some other people think they can change his nickname, but they don't have a license. I do. So
that's like if Odie the dog from Garfield actually came in and started working here, he would not be called Odie. No, he'd be called the dog from Garfield.
Yes.
You see,
right. That's how that goes.
I feel like that's like a back alley conversation.
Actually,
between you and the
you
dog.
know what? I feel like dogs rank a little bit higher than all of us. So I feel like the dog would claim the name Odie.
Yeah. But I think, but then again, because he's a dog, he would be very gratuitous and say to me, Odie, you can take my name. And
yeah.
I'd be
probably,
I don't think he would actually say that. I think he would just kind of bark at you.
Yeah.
Well, I speak
but it would be a very loving bark.
I speak dog.
He does speak dog.
Or maybe you have a spell of animal speaking and you just throw that out there and you can, understand what
I use my magic wand. Do you want me to tell you about my paradox?
Yeah, give me the paradox. You wanted to talk about the thing, and I'm trying to make everybody happy, and you want to talk about the thing that we were talking about before the thing, and now you want to talk about another thing. So talk about your thing.
Meanwhile,
do your
go
thing,
ahead, Odie.
Do your thing.
I don't.
Go ahead.
I don't want to talk
your
about
thing quick
No.
now.
I can talk about it now. I'm going to sit here now and not talk. Actually, so it is a paradox. Someone texted in and said, "Ask Odie." Now they text in, right?
Yeah, but you save it for the Ask Odie segment.
No. This doesn't have to be. They text.
Then why did you phrase it? Ask Odie.
No, because
that's a segment.
The texter says, Odie. What? The texter. So they didn't on the stream, on the text. Okay, they said on the text, "What is 71307?" So they know what it is because they were able to text.
No, because there's no O in there. And people say certain people say O and it's a 0.
No, but they spelled
O is
7, like it's the letter.
It is the numbers.
The letter number 7, and then the letter number 1, and then it's TREE, and then 0 O because Odie and 7.
Also, it's more about the tree than it is.
It's the tree,
and
Don't they have that button on their phone?
It's a tree button.
Yeah, the tree button.
Only in
yeah,
Ireland.
but in some states it gets you something totally different. I mean, yeah.
This daggum arborist in weird ways.
I pressed the tree button, man, and the dude hasn't showed up,
Yeah,
but
it's
he
like-
said he's going to come here. I'm already getting the munchies,
Yeah,
man.
it comes along with that something eats thing.
Yeah,
it's
something like Uber Eats. And
No.
No,
See,
it's not that.
I was staying away from
Oh,
the
okay.
Don't
name
say
of
actual companies.
Yeah, because
I didn't say
because that would be implying that company also delivers those things. So I would never do that because
Well, it's gone now.
Okay, is it?
Yeah.
It might be too late for you to have done that, but we'll find out.
Well, I took 8 seconds off it, man. So, the
Did you, or
faster
did you
you
just
go.
say 4?
No, I took 8. I pressed it twice.
Did you press it
You
twice?
double dumped.
All right.
Why not just press it 30 times? Just dump the whole show.
Well,
No, you
Oh,
can't do
double
that, man.
dumping.
Because
there are parts last week I
Not
would
with
have been
that
okay with that.
attitude.
Yeah.
well, you can only press it twice because it only goes up to 8 seconds, man.
All right. There's some
What if you press
things.
it harder?
All right. There's some. Yeah, you could do that. There's some things that maybe some people don't need to know. They don't need to know how many times we can push the button because if we were taking phone calls, they might try to push that, but
push
we're
the button,
not.
man.
So yeah,
You can
Everyone
call
knows
us
the
in if
harder
you can
press a
remember-
button, the
if
more
you-
effective it is.
If you can remember the telephone number, man, you can call in because I might open the phones. I don't know.
No, not now. Not after you did that. No, you will not.
I will in like after the
right.
break.
Yeah, you could like do that like around 9:05.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, exactly. So before the break or before the show, we were talking about what's considered classic rock now, and there's some songs and some bands that I don't believe are rock, and Odie does, and Odie's wrong. So so's the internet, and so is anyone who thinks that I'm not right. You're all wrong.
Embodies the greatest ginger of all time, Beaker. Whenever he gets that,
That is true. It is very
he
Beakerish.
devolves.
But I'm
Yes.
not wrong
Into Beaker.
because the internet even said that I am right.
Yeah.
So
well,
the topic of
it was
conversation,
Wiki, it was
the internet
Wikipedia,
is never
though, so,
wrong.
I
the
mean,
topic of conversation that we went into,
All
we
right.
were listening to
Men at Work,
Men at Work,
not a rock band.
Down Under, the
Not a
song
rock
Down
band.
Under, and I said, but that's a rock song. And Lonzo said to me, because apparently Lonzo's incredibly awesome and he knows everything. Hey man, that's not a rock song.
That's
And
exactly what I sounded like too.
Wait. Men at Work?
Yeah,
I've seen that on a road sign.
You have. I bet they were
Thank you,
jamming
Matthew,
too.
for your contribution to this segment.
coming to a road near you.
I'm way too proud of that joke.
He kind of
As
is.
long as you're enjoying yourself, that's all that matters.
But Men at Work are a rock band. They're soft rock.
No, they're pop. They're
There's
definitely
no
pop.
such thing
They're
as
flaccid
soft
rock.
Well, I mean,
We can call them flaccid rock. I think it's just right there.
I would tell you,
flaccid rock.
having been around when they were popular back in the 80s.
Down at flaccid rock.
Don't be a noober.
That's not a noob.
No, there are noobers in Fraggle Rock, if I recall. Look up a noober.
Doozers.
Oh, no, I thought they were noobers. My fault.
He's just got that on the brain.
Yeah, I do. So being around, that was my musical time, and I never considered them rock. I don't know anyone who did. They were on the top 40 station. They were not on the rock station, and I don't think Men at Work is rock. And I think there's some of the older demographics, such as myself, who's out there listening. Text line 71307 or Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X. Is Men at Work rock?
Yes,
They're not.
100%.
They absolutely are not.
They're rock
not.
at work, and they work at a road near you. See that, Matthew?
Thank you, Eddie. Thank
He
you for
brought
throwing
it
it back.
back.
I just full circle. That's how we do it here.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That was a really nice callback. Only 2 minutes after my joke.
a lot
Nice.
of
Well,
Perfect
that's a
timing.
U-turn and a $5,000 fine. Way to go, Odie.
Yeah, let them work, let them live. Yeah, those Men at Work have time to do that sort of thing.
No,
No, that was
Uh-oh.
no. I don't
it was
consider
just
that.
a little bit loud.
I don't
that's all.
consider that a noob. I consider that a tick. That's what it's like. Huh. There's a lot of static electricity in here, as we witnessed earlier.
Yeah,
So-
I about died.
Take
Yeah.
the wool cap off, Odie.
He's wearing a wool cap, and where's all this coming from? And then looks at my hair, and he's probably right. All right, so we got plenty more to come in the next hour, including favorite movies, video games, streaming shows,
And I might take off my hat.
and our favorite moment of last year on the Upstate Pulse. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD. That their voice, them there
Carolinas.
or as Odie said, Kakalakis.
Kakalakis.
Can anyone tell me what a kakalaki is?
I don't know what a kakalaki.
I'm guessing. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing that Matthew was born here.
I was born in South Carolina. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I was born in Greenville.
Okay. Well, what's a kakalaki?
I don't know.
Okay. I've been here. I've lived here
I
half
don't
my
think
life.
that's an actual word.
I've lived here half my life.
I
And
think
I've
that's
heard
just
people say
gibberish.
it. Yeah, but I mean, I bet it has
I've
to do
heard
with
it
moonshine.
before.
But it
I
has to do
think,
with
I think it's
moonshine.
just a gibberish thing that people say. for
Matthew,
Carolina.
if Riz became a word,
It's true.
Does anyone know what kakalaki is?
I don't know, but we're the voice of them.
If Riz was a person, it would be me. It's true.
just rizzing
You
up
want to
everything.
Riz a person.
With your overwhelming Riz.
It doesn't sound nice.
The Rizzler, they call me.
Oh, God.
It doesn't sound
it.
nice.
Well, you're
I
wearing
hate it.
green. You
It-
hated
it-
saying
I
that.
had to sit there.
I'm surrounded
and I
by
had
people
to
who made me feel
muster
uncomfortable.
The determination to say that, and I still hate it.
You think kakalaki would be spelled with a C or a K?
Okay.
With a C.
Kakalakis.
Well, you think Cameron spelled it with a
I
C,
think
but
it'd
it's
be a
K
K.
apparently.
No. it
Well,
is.
that's because I'm unique. But
First thing that came up is Kakalaki Kids, which is a daycare.
Is a what?
It's a daycare. I think. I'm guessing it's daycare. Kakalaki meaning. Let's go with that.
Okay.
South Kakalaki meaning. So apparently other people have looked this up before. It's in Wikipedia, so it may be true, may not be. And then there's
Do you really think that someone would put something on the internet and just lie?
I'm
You really
cynical,
think
man.
someone would do that? Just go on the internet and lie?
I'm very cynical.
are you saying
What,
Urban
do you
Dictionary
not want me to see
all
it?
this
I'm
time?
pushing the
I'm
button.
very sad that none of y'all got my reference.
Sorry, man.
I did.
You know, you never had to watch Arthur as a kid growing up, like when you go
And
to
I
school
say,
early
hey,
in
what
elementary
a wonderful
school,
kind of
and they would
day.
just put
Hey,
Arthur on
for
in
us
the
to
waiting
work
room
and
or
play
anything like that.
and get
I have seen
along with
Arthur,
each
but I don't remember.
other.
That's as
And
much
I
as I
say,
remember.
hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Hope we don't get flagged for me singing the song. Okay, according
just
to the
different
internet,
names
it
from
may
that
have
show.
arisen from a kind of sound play utterance used to refer to the rural ways of people from Carolina.
What?
Ah, that's a nice way of saying hick, I think.
Ah,
A play on the pronunciation of the state. Another hypothesis is that Kakalaki was derived from the Cherokee term Talaki. I don't have my glasses on. Pronounce Chalaki, the Cherokee pronunciation of Cherokee. So Kakalaki could be a derivation. I think I'm using the word correctly. That's what I'm gonna go with it because it sounds
you didn't use
intellectualized.
the right word, but
It's derived from. So derivation is not like
It
the
just
like
sounded
a
like
part.
Squidward.
derivative.
Oh, do you
Okay.
want to see my hair?
Yeah, but that sounds negative to me.
SpongeBob, you're using the word wrong.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
it could
wow.
actually mean Cherokee. So it could be South Cherokee, which I think is a casino. I'm not positive. Are you making it snow on the?
No, I'm showing off my fuzz.
Oh, okay. Because
Stop fuzzing the camera.
yeah,
I don't
mean,
have.
someone has to clean that board. You know.
I don't have dandruff. You know why?
Why?
Because I use Head and Shoulders.
I also
Okay.
use Head and Shoulders. That is the only thing that keeps me from having dandruff.
Yep.
Wow. Get you all your hair tips right here on the Upstate Pulse.
Hold on, Matthew. But you don't have dandruff.
Yeah, because I use Head and Shoulders.
Wow. I hope they're watching
Sponsor
right
us,
now.
sponsor us, sponsor us,
Sponsor
I
us.
hope they're
Sponsor.
watching. And let's face
Please.
it, one of us has a lot of hair to work with. What?
Ooh.
I don't know.
I
That's
always
one of
make
us.
sure to use Head and Shoulders for my hair, SpongeBob.
When I go to
Wouldn't
the shower,
understand since you're bald,
I try to
SpongeBob.
use Head and
But
Shoulders.
my full head of hair needs that.
I feel like by my saying it, I have created another monster.
No,
As I
after
do
this
on
episode,
occasion.
I'm probably gonna forget about it and never do it again.
Who knows?
Men at work.
There's a lot of voices that you'll just
Aha!
randomly imply, and then I'll do
What,
it. And
what
it's
was
like,
that?
oh
in the-
wow, okay. You
what
can
what
do
kind of
that
exclamation was
passably
that? Was that
okay-ish.
joy?
Se-
Was
yeah.
that?
Like,
Was
oh,
that
cool. I
what
guess
the
I'll
heck was
Is
that?
run that into the ground. Sure, why not?
Is that something you've done before, or is that something you've?
Is that directed at me, or
Yeah,
is
I
that, is
have
that a
pulled out-
self-proclamation?
I have a serious
That's
habit of anytime
right at
anybody,
you.
Okay,
like,
well, whatever.
says something.
I guarantee
funny
you, Chris is
or
on here
makes a
texting.
reference to something, and I feel like
Is
I
it the
did
same
something
number
enough
from
of it, I
earlier?
will
Don't
always do it.
fill out the number.
We always
I could
attempt
say
it,
the
yeah.
last
Yeah,
three.
and it will usually be bad.
I don't remember his number because I'm old and
Give yourself
there's
more
just,
credit,
I can
man.
look it up though.
Ugh.
Sue Gaza, you're Gaza, someone Gaza. All right.
Hi,
we're-
I'm Dips
no,
Gavenport.
no. We don't make fun of
Skip.
yeah, we don't make fun
That's
of.
it. It's the way he comes out with all
no,
that
no,
like
no, shh, don't do that.
awesome hours.
There's only one name that matters here, and that's Jay Gilstrap of the Gilstrap Family Dealership and the Truck Farm of Ease.
Well done. I met him.
yeah?
Him. Yeah, he was at the Endeavor downtown when we had
I
that
don't
thing.
want to ever hear him talk normally. I only ever want to hear him talk in that voice.
Can he talk normally?
I've more talked with his wife about cars. He was there. He said a couple of things, and she was saying, but I would never go fast in that car. And I said, yeah. And I told her to make it my car. And I said, I'd never go fast in my car. And we just kind of laughed about it because knowing we both were fibbing just a little.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
So that's what we call bald face
I ain't got time
lie.
to look it up.
We do
You
not
him,
endorse-
I am. I don't care.
We do not endorse driving fast. Oh, we're back.
Unless you're on the Autobahn.
Oh yeah, Autobahn.
The Autobahn.
Gehen Sie schnell.
Welcome into hour number 2 of the
Oh.
Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo.
Uh,
He's Odie.
hello.
He's Cameron.
Hi.
It's Matthew.
Hello.
We are the Upstate Pulse, and we're having fun on a Saturday night. You know why? Because it's okay to have fun. It is. It's all right to have fun.
I'm having a good time.
Maybe you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas. Other than the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special, and you're welcome. Hopefully you got some other nice things to go along with us because we go really well with your drink of choice, I suppose.
Guinness.
We're a nice thing to be supplemented by.
Or alcohol-free Guinness, as
Alcohol-free Guinness.
as Odie has told us, is not good.
No, it is good. It smells right. It smells like Guinness. It smells like normal Guinness. It tastes right, but I don't know. There's just something a little bit different
Yeah,
between.
no buzz, maybe. I don't
N-
possible.
No,
'Cause
I mean,
don't
no,
know. I'm
I mean,
just
no.
saying.
So, like, when I used to have a few beers, I'd have 1 pint of Guinness a night, or and I mean, you're not going to get buzzed off 1 pint of Guinness.
well, some people could maybe.
some
I've never
people-
drank before in my life,
so
I
you
don't know.
probably would.
Well, you're
yeah.
Irish, so obviously you have more resilience.
Yeah,
and
That's very stereotypical, but you look at that's what we're
well,
here for.
it's a good
mean,
word.
As I'm saying, like,
We
news-
at the Upstate Pulse are incredibly stereotypical. And
we're not. We're
reductive.
actually monotypical because we send our vibes out in mono, not in stereo.
Yeah, because
true.
yeah, that's why the signal
I'm
goes
sorry.
farther.
I'm
a
not the
further-
professional here.
That's why we're in North Carolina and
you
Georgia.
think I am? But yeah, no, it just myself and my wife were talking about it, and it's lacking in aftertaste.
When you talk about yourself, do you say myself the way you just did that? Because that's just awesome.
Myself,
Blame myself.
See,
myself and the wife. Why am I doing an extra Irish?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking. That's why I was
And me, wife.
This isn't normal
Yes.
Irish. This is advanced
Advanced
Irish.
wow. All right, you were saying?
Yeah, myself and the wife. Would we listening or listen?
Now you're stuck doing it.
we
Deeper
tried
in the
it.
green, Odie.
We tried it, and
Hey, Trey says Delaney's has Guinness infused brats.
yeah, no, I've tried them. Yeah, they're nice.
Do they have no? I'll
Not
have to wait.
Delaney's,
I'll
but-
have to wait for the Ask Odie segment.
Dan.
All right, would you go ahead and finish what you're? No, we're not doing that
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
We're doing
Um,
something
no,
else first.
Yeah, Guinness Zero. It's nice, but it's just, it's it tastes the same, but it's just different.
Okay. All right.
That was esoterics with Odie.
San Dimas High School football rules. I want you to,
Dimas-
yeah, it's
San
to think about it. Think
Dimas-
about it.
Say it very well.
No.
Oh.
Some people will get the reference.
Whoa.
Don't look it up. No. Because you
Tell
need
me.
to be getting oops ready. Because we need to. Because I want to do oops here. And then if anyone gets my San Dimas High School football rules reference,
Yes, I know what.
what is it?
Dude, no, it's not that. It's not that. It's what one did they do? William and Tedley.
You're on the right track.
Yeah.
Yes.
They did on San Dimas. They were in San Dimas.
Yes. There was.
I can feel like your thoughts
So
are
the
like
the final
falling
report.
downstairs.
The final report before they do theirs, there's a football player up there who didn't really prepare anything. There's like cars and like video games and San Dimas High School football rules. And then the crowd goes nuts. All right, let's get to our oops.
Oh yeah, no, it's there. I just that one.
Yeah,
then-
push that button. There it is. There it is.
Push the button.
Upside your head. Say oops upside your head. Say oops upside your head.
Nobody can take that much and still live.
That's cray cray.
Is everybody in this town on drugs?
This is ridiculous.
All right, so normally oops is a dumb criminal thing, but this is
Oops.
this is even according to the title of the story, conspiracy filled.
Oh
Yes. So no one knows why that's being done. I have a sneaky suspicion it could be marketing, except for the fact that they're not telling us what was said on the thing. Officials are investigating after a Pennsylvania man allegedly found a note in a sealed cereal box. So, Joe Miller says he found a note in a box of Lucky Charms on Monday. Officials say it appears the note was put into the cereal box during production. It contained a mashup of words and references to current events and conspiracy theories. An FBI spokesperson had no comment on the note, but Pennsylvania Congressman Dan Moiser and Matt Cartwright say they've been in contact with federal agencies, including the FBI and Food and Drug Administration. We just happen to have a pipeline to someone who might know what's on the note. The leprechaun from Lucky Charms.
Hello there. What are you saying to me there now at all? Have you got a note for me? Do you want me to read it out?
Where was he hiding?
Well, I'm always hiding here. I'm underneath the board half the time, and every now and again, Odie just gives me a bit of a kick, and I just jump out and I go, "Hello there, how's it going?"
So that's what tickles my toes on occasion. It's unsettling.
I didn't want to say anything, but sometimes I do it, and sometimes, well, sure, look at the end of the day.
Well,
at the end of the day, it's nighttime.
All right, so what would you do?
That's where I got
What
to
would you
say.
do, Odie, if you are opening up a box of Lucky Charms? Because of course, from Ireland, you have to eat that. And,
Yeah, that's all I eat.
And feed it to your child.
Yeah.
So you open up a box of Lucky Charms. You're
Mm.
getting ready to pour some cereal for your wonderful son, and there is a note. By the way, they will not. I've looked up from a bunch of different sources. Could not find where they will say what the conspiracies were, other than their popular conspiracies. And I don't. So is a popular conspiracy that a bunch of people are saying, or I mean, I don't know. So anyway, they will not say.
Or only popular in conspiratorial circles.
If you look it up, the article will show like technically redacted in a way. The note, it's a long note and it's blurred. Instead of the black things, it's just all blurred. So you can see that it's probably, I don't know, 100 words maybe. It's not in paragraph form, but there's at least, I don't know, 10, 15 lines.
See, when the good people of Ireland want to communicate with each other, we don't use the postal service. We don't use An Post, which is the Irish postal service. We don't use
Wait. It's what?
the Irish postal
No,
service.
what was the name of it
An
again?
Post.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Wished.
Is it an acronym?
We
Is that when you like Papa Zit?
we send each other letters, concealed deep into the rainbow-colored folds.
Well,
I've
that could be.
gotten a
That's
few of
not.
those letters before.
Yeah.
The rainbow-colored folds
Wait,
of the hearts.
Folds? I thought you said
Folds or
folds.
folds?
Folds, because that's like, I mean, I'm just picturing some lady who's been eating way too many Lucky Charms, and it's just, go ahead.
Is a rainbow-colored fold.
Also, why is there pirate music?
Because Ireland is an island. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yar. And all of the pirates are really leprechaun. Oh, stop it. When people want to talk about Ireland leprechauns, why is he back in here again? We we put the letters.
He's had his fill with toe jam, and
Yeah.
now he's just go ahead.
We put the letters into boxes of Lucky Charms, and we know which one they're going into because we are all magically delicious.
All right, so kill the music, because here's what I really think it is. I think, we've joked about this a bunch, and maybe we need to back off. I think the Irish Mafia is sending a message. I mean, where
That
else
was
to
my first thought.
where else to send a message than through the Lucky Charms? Because I mean, if you get perhaps the conspiracy note is in code, and if it's some sort of letter code, you block out certain letters and things, and then suddenly you get what the message is, and it's not drink more Ovaltine, it's more like patio furniture is in trouble. I mean, I don't know.
I'm looking at the note here now.
Go to this
And-
safe house in Chinatown.
Yeah, I'm actually not allowed.
That's for Big Dave.
No, you have to look for.
At Chinatown?
You have to look for Little Seamus.
Yeah, well,
You can't look for Big Dave.
yeah, well,
What about Medium Willie?
yeah. All right, we need to take a break. When we come back, we are going to. Man, I hope your mom's not listening. We are going to. We're going to hit some flaccid stories. Did he say Blarney?
And then
Hit the
flaccid?
music. Hit the music. We're going to break. You listen to
Joy
the
to
Upstate
break
Pulse probably for another 45 minutes right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of some of the people in Carolina.
Now, to be fair, I did not mean it like that.
Well, some of the biggest jokes are accidental. So, I mean,
Really sprung up out of nowhere.
You know, you can't say medium Willie.
he said medium.
I
He
know.
said medium. You just said meaty.
No, I said
Yes,
medium.
you said meaty. You
I
did.
said medium.
I definitely heard you say meaty.
Yeah,
He
you
definitely
said
said meaty.
You did.
Oh.
Bit of a slip of the tongue there, Odie.
Oh.
All right, stop it. This is a family-friendly program. Stop it.
Not.
Yes, Chris, it might be. You might be. You could be correct. It could be. Yeah, it could absolutely be. Matthew, I think you and I will be doing the rest of the show. Come back with flaccid instead of the rejoin. So remove the rejoin.
I know.
I'm trying to help you because you're beside yourself or something.
Part of imperfect TFS and perfect cell will be.
Oh my lord. Oh my brain.
I don't know what happens here sometimes. I just want to tell everyone it's not my fault. That's all. Now I'm reluctant to read the next story, but I've already asked for the intro. We got to do it.
Is this one about the sports store dicks?
No, it's not. All right, we're going away from Willie talk
Listen, William is a good friend of
Why
mine.
are you
Okay.
exempting William?
because he won't go home. Okay.
Just give him a.
But he can't because Willie won't go.
I would think Odie would get the reference to the song, but maybe not.
Willie won't go. I got it. Oh God, they broke me again.
Wasn't that funny? Matthew's
It's not your
yawning.
fault. I blame the media.
I had nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
This is all them.
that's plausible deniability. Just over there yawning, like I don't know what's going on, man. I just, By the way, my prediction for next year is more of this, whatever this is. I know,
But
I
it'll
think
go.
that's a pretty safe bet.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'll go live. It's not like we're all live. Yeah, everybody's live. I have to stop saying that when it goes live because talking about my podcast. You know the podcast that I have?
yeah. Well, you need to plug it on the air. Not now though, because we're
No.
going to do
Yeah.
a thing. So
And also,
unless you want to plug it during this, which is not a good place to plug things.
we can also talk about what happens on Wednesday nights coming from the 17th of
Yeah,
January.
you can plug away, dude.
Plug.
I used to plug my stuff when I did stuff. I was pluggable.
You can't say that.
What?
Put a cork in it.
Or a plug.
Let's not be specific, okay? All
I
right.
like being Atlantic.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Look, I was still
Okay.
dealing in vagaries, and
Okay,
also again
okay.
did not mean it like that.
You got some splaining to do later when we do our phone call to my wife, your mom.
She's
to
not
tell her that we're on the-
listening.
Oh, yes, she is.
Busted.
Yeah, they might be. It might be Chris. It
All
could
right,
be-
Chris has been on
it could
fire.
be- it could
It's
be.
commentary.
There's a possibility.
He's like the dentist. Fill my cavity.
No. All right. Well, let's just
Stop it.
stop.
Gonna get the squirt bottle.
All right. So if you hear the intro, that means you're listening on terrestrial radio, which you can hear.
Oh,
News Talk 98.9 WRD. That's a pregnant pause on purpose.
Oh no,
and-
I'm just saying I could have put it onto the.
And no, not that, because that would have been flagged.
Oh, would it?
yeah,
Okay.
unless you already did, and then we'll
No,
find out.
no.
If in North Carolina, Georgia, or here in South Carolina,
Sorry, I'm reading the stream.
you will know that that it still says Patrick on that intro. I'm not taking that off because Patrick was so uncomfortable when he was on the show a few years ago. A big part of making this show what it is was the fact that he didn't like certain words like seepage. So we put that intro together.
Good word.
And,
You could say that is
and I
discomfort.
would find disgusting things having to do with, that sort of thing. Just for he used to have to read them, which he really did not like.
Moist and
So so I'm doing this in honor of his memory. He's still alive. I mean, and he's still awesome.
Why do you
I'm
say it
sure.
like that?
Of his memory of the good memories of him on the show and how uncomfortable he was. Now there's no one on here uncomfortable except for me. I mean, you can't phase Matthew. He's
Sorry about
just, but everybody else, I mean, he's just like, yeah, well,
Oh,
whatever, man.
oh, that was nearly.
What?
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 I'll let you away with this one now.
What?
I don't know.
No,
what you're
he
talking
knows what he did.
Yeah.
He knows what he
He
did.
never opened his mouth. He never said anything. All right, so
I was waiting for it. It didn't happen.
a man gets prison for assault with what? Keep in mind what segment this is. This is Flats' Stories. What is a man going to prison? He assaulted someone with what?
Something.
A filled bedpan.
Okay. You're on the lines of where we're going here. Okay.
I'm not going to say what it actually is. Can I say where you'd buy it? Because the other guys on the other show say the name of the store.
I don't know what you're talking about, so probably not.
Something you'd buy from.
Is Timmy stuck in the well, Odie?
Yeah.
Are you talking about like laxatives or something?
No, I don't know. No.
Okay. Anyway,
Have you tried beating someone with a laxative?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Yes, I have.
yeah. It's speaking of flaccid,
It worked.
It's not very. All right, Matthew. Any idea? A man gets prison for an assault with what? We're doing flaccid stories.
I don't know.
Okay.
A,
all right.
a rolling pin.
A man is. What would that have to do with? A man is going to jail after pleading guilty to throwing the contents of his colostomy bag at hospital workers.
That is disgusting.
Oh.
Good night, everybody.
Officials say Joshua Potter, that's his name, attacked hospital workers with feces
You would've-
after ripping
Oh.
open his own colostomy bag. So he ripped open his colostomy bag and attacked people with feces.
You're a wizard, Joshua.
If you don't know what a colostomy bag
He's a
is,
poop
I
man,
don't
sir.
know how to define it in a way that well, anyway.
We can.
Uh,
It's.
well, you would know.
People know what a catheter is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and catheters go in certain places.
Yeah.
When you're bedbound and you need to relieve yourself and you can't, then
Yeah.
you catheter. But there's another one that goes in another place, and it's
It's
a catheter as well.
it's like Drano in a way.
Yes,
but it's what catches things after the Drano.
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. His lawyer said, thankfully, no worker was hit by Potter's colostomy contents. There's also some things that I never thought I'd ever get to say on the radio. And colostomy contents goes right up there with Harry Danglers. Potter was sentenced to 90 days for both public intoxication and criminal mischief, and 5 years for third-degree assault on medical personnel. So,
What is criminal mischief?
It's when
attempting
you're a
to
little bit bold, but you're not quite really
thing to
bold.
hit people with the contents of your colostomy bag. The thing is, would it third degree assault would it have been second or first? Would it be first degree if he actually hit them with the contents of his colostomy bag?
I know. I think that's Himalayan salt.
It could be.
I have some of that in my. Oh no, that's Mediterranean.
All right. Vincent has also been ordered to stay away from all KDMC properties unless in a
He was
dire
at a radio
emergency.
station.
Yeah, well, yeah,
You're on the
KDMR,
KDMC.
all
not.
colostomy all the time.
Colostomy FM. You put it in, we take it out.
KDMC, we stink. Anyway, so some of the stories that we end up reading sometimes, it's just like, can you imagine you're there to visit like your grandma who's in the hospital and some dude's, I'm gonna hit you with it, and then he's got to have a southern accent. I don't care where he is, just because he's gonna sound like Barney.
I'm
from
going to hit you with
Simpsons.
a colostomy
Yeah, I
bag.
don't think he sounded like that. I just
think he
don't.
did.
I don't think he sounded like that. I just,
Back in the 70s, we all hit each other with a colostomy bag.
that's probably true. Probably is. It explains a lot of things.
I don't know, man. You were there.
They're probably, yeah, I was, but I was wearing plaid at the skating rink.
We're
I
going
was
to do this.
3.
This
Yeah.
old game I call the poop pass.
Yes. No.
Too far.
Hey, everybody catch. No, thank you.
Use both hands.
No. no, that's all
kinda
offside.
whooping
Well, that's a solid one.
Yes.
We're just going to back that all the way up.
Yeah. All right. Oh, that's so.
The line is a
It's so
dot
bad.
to you.
You know what? We
Why
need.
does everyone act like I'm the one who?
We need to. We need to move
It's
away from
obvious.
this. I don't necessarily want to take a break yet, but I would like to possibly ask somebody on the panel something, and maybe that will get us away from this talk, or it might lead us
Me?
right back into it. I don't know.
Is it me? Are you gonna ask
Text
me?
line 71307.
That's your answer for everything.
I don't know where you got that idea.
What the?
Whoa, that's some tricky wording on that question.
What's going on?
Okay, didn't see that one coming.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
That's
All
some
all right.
smooth producing right there.
Yeah, it was a little quick, but still we got around it because we work together because team. So if you have a question for Odie, text line 71307 has to be related to Ireland, Europe, or anything that's not United States or continental United States,
Hold on,
because he's
so-
not an expert on continental United States. But if
Wait,
you
anything that isn't the United States,
like Africa, Australia,
I would really, really like to hear. I'm trying to find. I was going to make.
You're so sure. You're doing so well.
Do it.
I was going to say. I really would love to hear about the geopolitical climate of, and then I was immediately trying to run through any number of,
All of the places.
countries that were not.
so far we don't talk politics.
That we
here,
don't want to
Matthew.
actually
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
Yeah,
about.
that wheel was
so-
spinning for
all
a
right.
And I
while.
was like,
Matthew is buffering. Please restart your Matthew.
So if you have any questions for Odie, 71307, or hit us up on stream at YouTube, Twitch, X, or Facebook at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WRD. We had some questions for Odie earlier. And does
Well,
anybody-
there was the one question: where could you see my beautiful face if it wasn't here on the Upstate Pulse? Possibly on a TV show.
Oh, so you want to
on
plug stuff?
When-
Why are you
Yeah,
queuing
no, I mean,
yourself
it's
up
just
and
like-
looking for approval?
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, it's
I'm waiting for the question.
it's like
no
one-
question came,
wanting
so
a
I
pat
said,
or a rub on the back or something. I don't know. This is weird. I mean, I just all right, Odie,
my
believe
middle-
it or not,
my middle name is Pat.
is it?
Yeah, Patrick. Pat.
Okay, so it's not Odie Pat.
That's where the patio comes from.
Okay, now we
I
get
mean,
it.
no. No. Sorry? What was your question, Lonzo?
Yeah. Odie Pat fits.
I just assume that everybody who's Irish has Patrick somewhere in their name.
yeah.
we do. Oh, but Lord, we do.
It means they're all starfish.
Is
It's true.
it like against the law to not put
this is
Patrick in there
Patrick.
somewhere? Yeah. So a question for you.
Go for it.
Yes. New Year's. What's New Year's like in Ireland?
When I lived in Ireland, I don't know because I was always drunk for New Year's. Started getting drunk at about 9 o'clock, got very drunk after 9 o'clock, and then woke up the next morning with loads of scenes deleted and missing.
AM or PM?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay, a couple messages before we have some questions. Trey says, my friend pulled his groin playing church softball. He kept pronouncing it growing. That's what they do here in South Carolina. They're pronouncing a growing. He pulled his growing.
Ground
Uh, Odie,
yeah.
Chris asked, Odie, have you ever been in a soccer riot? I was in one in Belgrade in 2003. It looks very cool. I don't know if you're. Oh, I guess. It's, yeah.
Did it look cool within the riot?
No. He would probably think it was. I mean, he's probably thinking of ways to contain the riot and stuff like that. Have you ever been?
No.
Odie's not a soccer fan.
No, I'm not
which
a
is
soccer fan. I
weird.
don't
It's
like
why
soccer.
they kicked him out of Ireland.
It's
I mean,
soccer is an English sport.
Okay, is it?
Yes, it is.
I thought. Oh, okay.
Oh, there we
so
go.
what you're saying is Ireland doesn't have a soccer team.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about that.
Multiple soccer teams, possibly.
Yes, and we're not going to talk
Okay,
about it.
all right,
because
fine.
they're
Does
just,
Cork have a soccer team?
no, yes, but
Okay, all right.
no.
Well, we're
What are
learning
they
about that.
called? Please tell me what they're called.
Probably Cork FC.
Okay, probably because
That's
they call it
disappointing.
a football club. They do that a lot. It is boring.
See
All
it?
right. Trey says, is there an Irish equivalent to Andy Griffith's show?
Probably a show called Glen Rowe. Probably it's kind of a wholesome. It used to be on Sunday nights, and it was kind of a wholesome kind of a. It was about a farm. The farm was on Glen Rua, and it was filmed in a county called Wicklow. And yeah, I suppose it would have been kind of like the Andy Griffith. There wasn't a main character. There was Biddy and Miley and Dinny and all them.
So were they all Oodster drunk? Every one of them?
Yeah, there was one town sober guy.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, there was
So
one
he was
town
the,
sober
he was the
guy.
oddball?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, the one that
can't
just
say-
drove everybody places?
Little bit.
He
He's
just had a
driving around bit.
bus.
He did. He did.
They all jumped into the paddy wagon and they just drove
I
to
see what
where,
you did there,
yeah.
the paddy wagon, because they're all paddies. Ah, yeah. Look at you there with your big happy
Well,
smiley
is
head.
every wagon a paddy wagon?
It is if I'm driving.
Is it?
Ah,
Because of yeah,
Patio
okay.
furniture. If I'm delivering furniture, especially.
yes. Do
I
you deliver
mean-
it in pieces or already assembled?
All right. Donna wants to know, did a leprechaun grant you a wish ever?
Yes, twice.
Did you get that's
You
not like
gonna
a genie.
elaborate?
You don't get 3 from a leprechaun. Was it 2 separate leprechauns or the
I
same
actually can't tell you. It's,
Okay.
it's in the contract.
All right.
You have
Yeah.
to bargain with leprechauns, though, right?
Again, you see,
one? Souls weren't involved,
not-
were they?
well, I am ginger.
It's like you don't have one then.
maybe I,
Find somebody else's.
maybe I don't have a soul,
Well,
but
maybe he
maybe I
stole one.
acquired a few
Oh,
of
yeah.
them.
Acquired.
Like
That's
as
a-
we said
yes.
earlier on, Odie went down to Georgia and he was looking for a soul to steal.
Yeah,
You know,
I-
so
Yeah,
I'm
Georgia's where
expecting
you
a
find
return
them.
on my investment. Speaking of which,
I could.
it's
I could
on its
see-
way.
Matthew would make such a good crossroads demon in a show.
Yes, he would.
yes, he would.
Yeah, no, Matthew, it's in the post. It'll get to you eventually.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, Trey's asking
Is
a
it going
question,
on the Soul Train?
and I don't know if I can, if I will say it right. What makes a Celtic cross Celtic or a Celtic cross Celtic? I don't know. Or is it Celtic cross Celtic?
Or a
Oh,
Celtic
Celtic
cross
cross.
Celtic.
That's
Okay.
not how it's written. It's what makes un-Celtic cross Celtic.
And
And.
saying.
Yeah, but you see,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
as a
Yeah, but he
person
was using it. Okay,
that speaks
so
Irish.
if there was like
so-
a comma in there, sorry, Trey, I'm not being mean, but the comma probably would have helped because that's
grammar police.
Yeah, well, you know,
What
Yeah.
makes a Celtic cross
Celtic.
yeah, because once I thought about it after
Well, I could say, well, it's in the name, duh. But no, Celtic cross
It's
is
cool,
a
Trey.
cross. It's a normal cross, but it has a circle on the top of it.
okay,
And
like a
that's-
halo.
Yeah, like a halo.
Okay,
And
all right.
that's exactly what it is. It's a.
What's a Celt?
I'm a Celt.
Is that just a general
We're a
term for
Celt.
Irishmen?
Celts actually came.
Why did Celt sound like a cult the way he's just said it?
Because I'm in a Celt.
Okay, all right. Do they have Kool-Aid? Because that's probably not a good idea.
Yes, but we can drink it.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
all right.
good Kool-Aid.
Is it?
What is the opposite of a Celt?
Anti-Celt? A pair of trousers? I don't know. Oh, Celt, not kilt. You know why? You know why we call them kilts? Because the last person that called it a skirt, we kilt him.
I've heard that joke
Is that
a lot.
Is that an
before.
Irish dad joke?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. Just yeah.
What is 5 toes and is not your foot? My foot.
That's when you hold up the other person's foot.
Yeah, you just happen to be carrying in your pocket on a keychain.
I've
Yeah.
done that once or twice.
Yeah, just another reason why he's here.
Texter in on 50 or no 71307. Texter
That's not the
09.
right thing. Where's the tree?
Yeah, this is
It's out in the forest. Texter says, "Real men play rugby." Yes, we do. Not soccer.
one of your people.
I was a
Yeah,
tight head
yeah.
prop for quite a while.
A tight head prop.
Tight head prop. I was holding up the scrum.
Okay, all
Yep.
right. No,
All of which.
no. I get to so you're like right in the middle.
Oh, I was right in the middle. I
Okay,
got
yeah.
my ears bit.
I know what a scrum is. Did,
Wait,
did
did
you
people
ever get
actually bite your ears?
Yeah.
in the pile up?
That's why you wear tape on your head. So you
Oh,
stop.
interesting.
What kind of tape? Is it like
sports tape?
Sports
Yeah,
tape.
yeah,
okay.
sports tape. It's sticky enough, but
Did
you
you
can get it off pretty easy.
so did you have like pre-wrap or just straight up? Because no. Pre-wrap is like it's spongy, and then
Oh,
they
yeah,
put
no.
the tape on top of it.
Yeah, you put a kind of a bandage around it first.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, it's not, but it's not spongy.
Well, this kind of has a sponge to it.
Yeah,
but, you
no,
know,
because
it's,
Irish guys
we're
aren't
fancier.
All
here.
right. So
That's
how
all.
do you go through a rugby match without just brutally injuring the other guy?
Well, see, it's very
biting your
easy. See, I
ears?
used to play rugby for quite a long time, and I got a lot of injuries, but it didn't have any side effects. And as well as that, I used to play rugby for quite a long time, got loads of injuries, and it didn't have
We
any
need to go
side
reset
effects.
him.
All right.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
is the end of the segment. We're going to take a break.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Did I ever tell you I used to play rugby for quite a while, and I had a lot of injuries, but it didn't have any side effects.
you know, that sounds like something that you could find on the podcast, which will be posted right after this show on newstalk989wrd.com. So check that out. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here
Head injuries.
in the capital of nerddom in the Upstate.
No side effects.
Yes.
That wasn't the proper out. I think the whole thing is just like it's growing really good.
All right. Come back with roundtable.
I will say I have taken a kick to the head during football.
So I know that there's this thing where I'm sorry, Cameron. There's this thing where I put in like a couple hours of show prep on like usually like table type stuff. Like I found out, you know, the highest grossing movies, so we could talk about the best movies of the year and all that kind of stuff. We're not going to get to that.
Yeah.
Which means next week's prep is already halfway done.
Yeah, there
That's
you
how
go.
I'm looking at it.
over.
Yes.
Winning.
Yeah, because next year technically is New Year, and we can talk about the year before. Because so
Oh
so I'm
boy,
good.
I can't wait for us to be done with the show so that I can make the totally original, never done before joke of see you all next year. I know no one's ever done it before. I'm quite creative.
If I had a pen, I'd mark it off
That's
my
just-
sheet.
That's right, because we're being creative.
Where did you come up with this stuff, man? Where does Matthew come up with this?
I
He's
don't know, but
I'm-
Cameron's right.
I'm
He
just
is
crazy
being
with it.
creative.
I'm just built different.
Can you be creative?
Odie, let's be creative.
Not
I
with
showed
that-
him, don't hug
not
me,
with
I'm
that
scared.
jacket.
La,
you
la,
can't.
la, la,
He's
la,
wearing
la.
green. That's
Green is not a
creative.
creative color.
By the way, before the show, we were just looking up weird stuff, including something that Cameron threw up there that I have seen before, and creeped me out, and it equally creeped out Odie. But before that, we were looking at like HR Puffin stuff and Lidsville and weird stuff that I watched as a kid, and so did Odie, and or probably
I've done some crazy stuff in my life. I really have.
yeah. We don't know why you're here, but
And
anyway, go
Why are
ahead.
you here?
I've seen some really messed up things in my time.
Mhm.
Like I've seen dead bodies, lots of them. That I just watched.
He had nothing to do with those dead bodies.
Oh, no,
by
no,
the
no,
way.
I was
As
just
far as
cleanup
we
crew.
know.
Yeah, it's
As
like
far as we
yeah,
can tell.
it's
No,
just
I was the guy with the flashy blue lights. Because our ambulances have blue lights.
Oh,
not
okay.
red lights.
What did the ambulance sound like?
Tiddly-taw, tiddly-taw, tiddly-taw,
That's exactly what I
tiddly-taw, tiddly-taw, tiddly-taw.
Why does it sound so happy?
So
Because
anyway,
they're
you're
about to
talking
make a
about how
good
you were
buck.
creeped out about that thing.
I was creeped out by that.
He just had this look on his face that I recognize. That's the same look I had on my face, like however many years ago that my
10 years
my
ago.
children showed it to me. Man, I hope my granddaughter hasn't seen that yet. She's seen some
I-
weird stuff,
Oh,
though.
probably.
Yeah,
I hope my son will never see
yeah,
it.
yeah, no,
Ever.
no.
Ever,
I
ever.
felt like I was a conductor for like a horror movie or something.
Yeah, it
I
was
was like, no. You keep looking.
I didn't want to, but then I couldn't look away.
Don't turn your head away for a
No.
second.
No, you'll miss the part that you really want to see when things go awry.
When they get really creative.
Yes.
That definitely has not influenced my writing at all.
My mother has had a colostomy bag for the last 35 years. It's literally a pain in the.
Oh, I get it.
It's if legitimately that's true, I'm sorry for your mom. But if
It's on the
not,
text line, so they can't hear it. Well, maybe they can. Maybe they're watching it.
yeah, I mean, you know,
It's fun.
You
he
can
says,
text
He says
him.
LOL as well, so
Oh,
yeah, it was probably a joke.
it probably was.
Hopefully
Hopefully.
it was a joke.
If
I do
you're
come away from the show
going-
sometimes and drive home and go, why did that happen?
Yeah, kind of like, why? What happened? Oh, I'm
to
turning
do-
the phones on. Phones are on.
No. Turn them off.
Phones are off.
Yeah, no.
he tried.
People are getting their drunk on. It's a long weekend.
If you're going to get your drunk on.
That did not have a good start.
It worked.
Yeah,
I
sure.
recognize the song. Other people may not. You know, I wasn't going to do this, but someone said something that made me feel obligated to say this, and it's all their fault. This is our last nerd roundtable of the year. Take that, Matthew.
Yeah, it is.
Unless we, decide to do it twice in this hour, we could probably do that. All right, a couple of things in the roundtable, including, first of all, Cameron and I went to see Aquaman 2. Is this going to be a debate? I don't know, because I don't know what Cameron really thought about it. I will say, if you ain't got nothing to do, go see it. It's the end of an era. It's the end of the DCEU. If you were not a fan of the DCEU, if you're one of those people, Marvel only, I can't, no, DC is too dark, whatever. It does. If you don't have enough room in your large heart for more than one comic book company, and you don't go see DC, or you're a hater like T2, okay. It was a fun movie. It was. It's everything they show you on TV. It was really good. I mean, as far as the trailers go, it was good.
This is a fun action movie.
It's not earth shattering. You don't leave going, dude, I gotta immediately go see that again. It was all right. It was all right. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was good for the most part. There was a couple CG moments where I was like, yeah, it's definitely not great. Some of the fight, or most of the fighting was good. Stop it. Most of the fighting was good. I thought Orm and Aquaman got along pretty good.
What, should I not have done that?
I kind of wanted to call it.
No. Stop it.
Sorry. Yeah, no, go on. You were saying that Orm. Odrin and the other guy got on pretty well.
Might as well be.
Yeah,
Odrin.
Actually, it would have been funny to see you in that movie.
Laura.
They had a
Go on,
sweet
sorry.
man. Let's go.
Samoa is an island, and so is Ireland. So maybe
They're both
Odie knows
islanders.
everything about Samoa also.
Yeah,
I
that's how that
do.
works.
I know how to do a haka.
We'll have to see that at some point.
Me too. Good.
Different thing. But yeah, overall,
Is that a dad joke?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
All right. Okay.
you can't do those.
Okay.
Wait.
He's too cutting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too sarcastic and mean, I suppose.
Well,
Dad
stop
jokes are golly gee, and I'm just not
He's-
golly G.
it's
I may be more golly G than you, but that doesn't mean I'm golly G,
it.
because
Honestly, though,
your level is.
I think
It's like the two it's like the two snowmen standing in the field, and one looks at the other and says, "Do you smell carrots?"
I hate you sometimes. Sometimes there's a rage that bubbles up when you speak. I can't quite put the words to it. It's back again.
Carrots.
But yeah,
She's persistent, I tell you that.
very much so.
Sorry. We're getting see what's happening is we're getting
botted.
yeah.
A little bit.
You can just block them, right?
Yeah, but I know I'm gonna call him later.
I've blocked it multiple times and it keeps coming back. All right. So anyway, if you don't have anything to do, go see Aquaman 2.
Yes.
If anything, to see the amazing post-credit scene, because it really sums up everything that happened in the DCEU. So
do you think that like the movie
by the way, Trey asked, which one did you enjoy more? I enjoyed Flash more.
Okay.
Oh wow, so Aquaman was really bad.
I didn't think Flash was that bad. And Joy has, I mean, the entire movie, Flash was not bad. Michael Keaton stuff I loved. I just, especially old man Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And yeah, some of the effects and stuff on Flash were not great either.
But do you think that they're using effects too much to carry the films now?
There are a lot of practical effects that they use, like in
Yeah.
Aquaman and some of the other ones. James Wan, I believe, is the name of the director. He usually does a lot of that stuff. But it's underwater. There's only so much you can do, especially during the talking stuff.
Also, some of the visuals were good. I always like seeing
I mean,
Atlantis.
they go to a certain place which is not under the water, that is nightmarish.
Yes.
You know the stuff we watched earlier.
Yeah.
Imagine that in real life. And
Okay.
it was I'm going to throw a Food of the Gods reference out there, which is a really old movie from the 1970s, and If you understand that reference, then you'll know what I'm talking about.
I'm the
Also,
hamster
the
is
line
running.
"Is that normal?" was hilarious
yes,
to me.
yes, because Orm has never really been on the surface.
Yes, he's never been on the surface.
Oh,
He's never
okay.
had any of the food, never seen any of the animals. So all of this is brand new to him. I thought that was a great.
You know
Great part of
when
the
you know
movie.
when Aquaman and all the aqua people are under the water and they're talking, right?
Uh-huh.
You know the way that water is denser than air. Myself and my wife were talking about this. Is how
Uh-huh.
you can. Are they talking really loud to be able to hear each other through the density of the water?
Well, they
No,
have.
it's literally magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
Yeah,
They
it's
use
magic.
magic. Yeah,
Ah, magic.
yeah. Your girl, she's really magic.
She's a magical girl.
Yeah,
Oh, owl
yeah. Psycho.
masturbate.
Yeah. She's very, very magical.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Colossus.
Yeah. So that's a good point. That's a very good point. All right, let's throw in some other stuff really quick.
Johnny Depp in it.
There is, he could be. There are a lot of fish under that sea.
Under the sea.
Yes. A woman is suing Hershey's over Reese's candy without faces. A Tampa Bay woman felt she was tricked instead of treated by her Halloween candy. According to court documents, the woman is suing the Hershey company on behalf of herself and all other similarly situated individuals who purchased a Reese's peanut butter cup product based on false and deceptive advertising. So she thought there was supposed to be a face on the candy. There wasn't a face on the candy. And she's suing for $5 million.
But why did she think that there was a face on the can?
Because apparently it said Reese's Peanut Butter Pumpkins was supposed to look like a jack-o'-lantern, and they didn't. And the white ghosts didn't have eyes and mouths like white ghosts are supposed
The amount
to.
of pettiness that is required to sue over that.
It isn't like it was hot coffee or something. I mean, it's just,
No,
it's just
it's just-
faces.
Did it ruin her day that much, or did she just see an opportunity?
Apparently, she's mental strife. If you expect,
There's no face.
Yeah, there's no face.
Because there's a face on the packaging. So I can see where she's coming from, but that's a bit snowflakey. So.
Well, yeah, there's no shock there that it's snowflakey for sure.
I'm looking. The next top story is exactly what you're after saying. That's funny. Sorry.
All right,
I'm
we
in
are
a
gonna-
different planet tonight.
Yeah, we're going to take our final break. But before we do, I want to tell you, if you still need to pick up some stuff this year, next year, or whatever year, make sure you go to Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive, and pick up your nerdy stuff. I got to go over and I got some comic books in my pull box. A pull box, if you like a certain comic, like maybe if Odie is into Archie comics because he likes that Veronica, he can have all Archie comics pulled, and every week when there's a new one, it'll be in his box and he can go over and there it is. So he doesn't have to worry about it selling out because they will pull that for them. And that's what's really cool. One of the cool things, everything's cool at Borderlands Comics and Games. Check it out. They're open 7 days a week. And South Carolina Comic Con is coming soon, and they're announcing guests right and left, including William Shatner. All right, we're going to take our final break. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. See, that's what I'm saying, Chris. I love Keaton. I mean, and it's not just because of nostalgia reasons. I thought it was pretty good how he beat him up in his kitchen, and he's an eccentric, rich dude. I wish I could be eccentric.
Veronica Lodge.
When you mentioned the
You looking
hot
up
coffee-
Veronica?
She actually looks like my wife.
Does she?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Riverdale version of Veronica?
When you mentioned the hot coffee, do y'all know the full story behind all of that?
I used to, but I don't have enough room in my brain anymore to remember some things.
Okay.
No. You can reiterate. I'm seriously.
Yeah, no, 'cause it's,
I knew at one point, but I've forgotten.
it's
No, I mean, it-
depressing.
Did you look that up?
Yeah, she
McDonald's
actually looks like
lawyers
her.
are evil.
I was about to say the person who was suing was in the right. Like,
And she wasn't. She was
Like, no one-
basically. She only
What?
asked
Anyone?
for to cut the coverage of her medical
Hi.
bills because she'd suffered third-degree
Tomo
burns.
arigato.
It was.
I'm not going to go Mr. Roboto
Really bad.
because
It was like
an old lady,
that broke
too, right?
It
sticks
was
up.
an old lady,
Or
who
it got rid of
suffered
Dennis
third-degree
DeYoung.
burns and
So
permanent disfigurement.
Yeah.
because of that, and she just wanted her medical bills covered.
the video was
and
really
two,
weird too.
for them to correct their
Oh,
mistakes
it
and
was,
make sure
wasn't
that
it?
they got
Yeah.
these things right, get those things right, so that nobody has to deal with that kind of thing again. And they McDonald's just started a massive campaign to basically defraud her and just make her look like a petty, greedy individual. And it's just awful.
It's been
smear campaigns are ugly no matter.
Every time that
so
borderline
it's-
comes on, and I say, it's been a year, and I was like, it's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Propaganda is a heck of a thing.
I haven't been there in a couple weeks. I gotta head over there.
I need to get over there.
Yeah. Luckily, Cameron bought all my books from Pull Box, which kind of makes up for me buying all the books that I did for the entire year. Except you bought all mine in one fell swoop.
I was talking to the guy.
I did
at the
not
cash
know that
register,
all those would be in there.
and I'm just like, I feel like this was a trap set by him.
I didn't know, but I'm okay with it. I was okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm collecting Titans, but they decided to put out a bunch of one shots, and they put all the one shots in the box, and Cameron bought them. But every time I go over to get my comics and Cameron has something in his box, I
You
buy
always
it
get
for
them
him.
for me.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you just had to do it all at once. I mean, I'm gonna get around to reading those eventually. I've read a couple while on vacation.
I hope you enjoy them.
In Titans the series, what Beast Boy was starting to do, this looks like along the lines of that, except for things are going really bad.
Oh,
yeah.
Unlike in Titans, where everything goes
Yeah, well,
great.
yes, it was a nice happy place.
Like a happy place.
A place called the Red.
Yeah,
you would never expect anything good to happen.
No, you wouldn't.
Camp Lejeune in.
See, I was going to ask you about fireworks. Now I remember.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's like 20 minutes later,
It's
but
the end of the show as we know it. I feel.
well, let's hope not. I mean, because that would imply there's change coming, and we fear change, as Garth said in Wayne's World.
I like to play
in the field with Heather. Oh, sorry.
Of all the
Do
things,
you have
questions.
protection? I've got a jacket in the car.
Well, glad Chaya finally backed off.
Slightly.
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
All right, it is time for Lightning Round, where we squeeze in as many stories as we possibly can, including something that I forgot to ask earlier. Do they have fireworks in Ireland?
No, 100% illegal. Do not touch them. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Do they have like illegal fireworks though? I mean, there used to be a time here before they were legal here that you'd cross the border, hence the border store, and you would go get them and bring them back, and you'd have to sign a release saying you would not release them in South Carolina, but they did anyway.
There is absolutely no way that you can get fireworks in Ireland without being.
So let's say,
nodding my head.
because Ireland is an island, so you'd have to go off the island to another place in Europe to.
Or rumor has it that because the
yeah.
north of Ireland is owned by the British,
Ah.
that it's a different country, which it technically is. And if a fellow was to go and look for fireworks crossing the border, then you could possibly
Is
say
there actually a border thing there? There is.
There's no hard border, not anymore.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah.
I didn't know if you had to have papers.
There was a soft border.
Have your papers?
Do you have
Yeah.
your papers?
They just have like toll booths, but
Just a
it's made
flaccid
of,
border,
like
yep.
soft spaghetti noodle.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So
drive on through.
So you're glad you're here though, because fireworks are legal here.
I got loads of them.
Yeah, and the thing is,
I got so many of them.
So are flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. I know. I love them.
What is your favorite firework? By the way, I think fireworks should only go off on July 4th, not on New Year's Eve, when people may have to get up the next day. But
I like your
it's-
sentiment, and I wish
You
to
say that
subscribe.
like they only go off on New Year's Eve and not for the next
Yeah.
7 to 8 days
Well,
afterwards.
There's that too, because people decide to buy a really large supply of them, and then they just keep doing it because they like the boom.
I got
I
all
guess.
these fireworks. I can't live.
Apparently,
hide 'em
they
all
like
in one
fireworks more than I like sleeping.
Hey, Bubba, where did he put his lighter? Bring it. We gonna make this thing light up like the 4th of July, even though it ain't.
I don't know, but I'm going to go to Matthew's house and let off my fireworks this weekend. At about 2:00 in the morning.
I think we all should. No, except for me.
if it's 2:00 in the morning, I'm already asleep, and you're not waking me up.
Wow,
when I'm asleep. I
so
slept
you have
through
just
actual hurricane.
It's a challenge.
You have just challenged an Irishman not to wake you up with explosives.
Yeah, well, all right. That's a different guy. He means fireworks.
I mean fireworks.
Yeah,
He means
specific
fireworks.
here. Yeah,
I'm just imagining Matthew like
we don't need the
arms
FBI
crossed
or
in a
anything.
pink
coming
robe.
in.
Fireworks.
Yeah,
Always fireworks. Only fireworks.
All right,
Blindfold, too.
so in the fireworks that you purchased, what is the one that you're looking forward to the most?
I don't know. Because I'm kind of new to the whole.
They shoot
fireworks
guns
thing.
where we're at too, Donna. By the way,
I like.
If you shoot your gun up in the air, doesn't the bullet have to come down somewhere?
You shoot your gun in the air. If the bullet comes straight down, it's like if you shoot.
It's going to lose
90
velocity,
degrees.
Not philosophy. You could do that too.
It's going to lose velociraptors. It has to be shot straight up into the air.
Is that
If
like
you shoot it
horsepower?
straight up into the air,
Or velociraptors just like horsepower?
Yeah, so what happens is the velociraptors get hold of it and they put the terminal velocity, not the
That's how
terminal
cars work as well.
velocity.
Okay.
Wow.
They're just cranking a big thing in your car.
If you shoot the bullet at a certain angle, it'll go up into the air, it'll keep its trajectory, and it will keep its velocity as it comes over the pinnacle of its ascent, and as it comes back down, it will stay fast. If it goes straight up at 90 degrees, it will lose all velocity, it'll lose all speed, and as it starts to descend, it is no longer stable because it is no longer spinning, and it starts to spin.
All right,
head over tails.
all the yahoos in Lawrence County have no idea what 90 degrees is. So what you're saying is,
don't shoot your rifle at an angle, shoot it straight up.
Yeah, well, when you've had a few, I don't
just
think they
don't.
know
Just
where
don't.
straight up
Just
is.
don't shoot it
Just
unless you're shooting
don't.
it like a target.
I was
Shoot it at a target or into the ground. That's all you need to do.
I like fireworks, but I don't know. As I've gotten older, they've lost their. I don't want to say luster because
They've lost their bang.
Yeah, well, no, some of them are. I just, well, especially if you have animals and you have to deal with that. I mean,
Both of my dogs, they sit out in the front yard and watch them. Like, oh look, he done blew up another firework. That one.
so they're not. Well, that's good. Those are good dogs. Or did you bring them with you from Ireland? Maybe they're not.
Brought them from Ireland, but a gun broke them. They both of them are gun broken.
Okay.
Which means that you can fire a gun beside them and they won't.
No,
they won't
because
run
for
away.
That
hunting,
sounds a lot worse than what it is.
Yeah, for hunting purposes, people.
Yes.
That's what he means. I mean,
Yes.
sometimes you need to be a little more specific. All right,
Yeah.
Donna says bottle rockets. I know
It's like
people who
potty
used
training.
to. By the way,
Gun breaking.
do not have fights with bottle rockets. Do not do that.
Or Roman candles.
Yeah, do not
Don't
do
do that.
Yeah, don't. Look up Jason Pierre-Paul.
What about the
and
Acme-sized
you'll see why
rocket?
you don't hold the fireworks for too long. And he
Yes.
was a professional football player and blew off a good portion of his hand a few years ago.
Don't hold any fireworks.
Yeah, don't do that.
Just don't.
Don't do that. Even
Stay safe out there.
even one of those sparklers.
Yeah.
You can hold a sparkler.
Not a sparkler.
Yeah. It's
Just don't hold any fireworks.
you can
PSA.
spell your name with a sparkler. I don't know
Yeah.
if you knew that. You can.
I know you can.
You know what I
I'm
use?
happy.
Yeah.
And you're watching the Upstate Pulse.
Wow,
That's a big sparkler
it's-
or a long word. That's not really. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll animate it in post.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
cool. Yeah, I mean,
Edit?
Matt-
What is- edit?
yeah, Matthew has
Oh.
has a degree in that or something. I don't know. All right. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy
Not
New
going
Year.
to say the next time we talk to you, it'll be next year, but the next time we talk to you, it will be next year. Make sure that you stay safe. And come on, man. Stop shooting off your guns at midnight or fireworks out in the middle of the woods where there's like no water. Because I don't want to die. And there's that. Thanks to Odie, thanks to Cameron, thanks to Matthew, and thanks to you for listening to the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
The voice.
That right there is what you call hitting the post. Daggum post. Walked right up to that daggum post. I pulled out, but I just got down to hit the post and it driven down like 3 inches.
As the producer of the show, I would have to say that you came close to the post, but you're
All right.
little bit wide.
So here's the thing.
A little bit wide.
Cadence, according to my cadence, the pause there hit the cadence perfect.
Your
with everything
beat,
that I
no,
was
you were a
saying.
double beat.
No. There's no rest. If you, I mean, it was perfect 4/4 time. Boom, right into Matthew Broderick. I mean, it's just, I mean, come on. You know what? Everybody's still you're welcome. Okay. Also, I forgot to mention this on the air, but I'm going to mention this now. I am retired from playing the kazoo because I found out last week that I'm a savant. Okay. Sometimes you pick up an instrument and you find out that you were meant to play said instrument. It is now in a place, a high pedestal at my home where, because I went home and I serenaded the wife. I'm like, listen to this. Can you believe
hold on
that
a
I am
second.
so good at the kazoo?
How can you serenade somebody with a kazoo?
Because I'm that good. I am that good. I am so good that I had to retire last week. Picked it up for the first time, killed it. You guys all heard it. Then I went home, did it again, and said, okay, I'm done. I'm done. The kazoo is put away because I am that stinking good.
Leave some copium for the rest of us, please.
I don't know what that is, but no, you can't have it. I am the best of all time.
Is copium not illegal in 5 states?
Is that on the periodic table?
I thought he was going to say it was that sold at the Copacabana.
Do you know?
I swear, I'm really good at it.
While we're still here, do you know?
Are we still here?
I think
were we
you and
ever
I
here
both
in the
know he
first
doesn't do
place?
The periodic table of the elephants that we all learned.
I think it's very funny when I reference something from the internet and Lonzo doesn't get it.
The periodic table of the elements that we all learned in school is no longer right.
Yeah, because
they have discovered new elephants.
Well, yeah, because Tony did it in Avengers.
He's great.
Yeah, he created. It was in Iron Man 3. Was it 3? Was it 2? Okay, in 2 he created his own element.
Wakandium.
No, he called it. He named it after his dad, didn't he?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Howardanium.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but you know. Now, I don't want to burst
It was called Buckium.
I don't want to burst your buttle.
If you burst my buttle, we're going to have words.
Oh, my word.
Hold your thoughts in my bottle.
I don't want to burst your buttle here.
But
you know that
Boston
adamantium is not real, and it's not on the periodic table.
That's untrue because I just made adamantium armor from the Grimforge.
Again.
And my drow looks perfect in it.
Yeah, but can you hold it in your physical hand?
What is, I mean, your
physical hand, not your away off rod in the field picking up Daisy's hand with the fairies and leprechaun folk.
I don't know.
You have multiple sets of hands, Odie?
Yes. Are you an encephalopod or something?
If you are, your name would be Topo.
Yes.
It'll be what?
I also love the fact that they all hated that octopus.
Yes. That is from Aquaman.
It's just me and Topo here. The cephalopod?
It was an AI octopus.
It was.
Yeah, they labeled it as an AI octopus.
Did he have?
Yeah, it was real, but it had AI connections.
Did he have a garden in which you could drink some tea?
Ringo was in the movie. Looks a bit old, but
was he?
Flexible, very flexible.
Was he in it?
No, I just made that up. All right.
You're just after getting my hopes up, and you just dashed them straight down.
Well, he's married still. He was married to Catherine Bach, Daisy Duke. I don't know if he still is. He was.
Daisy. Oh, was he?
Trapped here?
We're a little trapped right now.
All right. Say goodbye, Odie.
I don't want to. I want to go deeper into this rabbit hole.
Yeah, you're not. No, you're not going deeper into any. No.
I said rabbit hole.
Okay.
Rabbit hole.
Okay.
It's like a rabbit hole.
You wanted to leave, Matthew. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, Cameron.
Goodbye.
The train wreck not as deep as the one last week, but it's headed there. So we out. Yeah.
Peace.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.